Greetings and salutations, lords, ladies, and gender fluid friends of any persuasion. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Gamers Ledge. I'm one of your hosts and your DM for the night, Mark, down here in the bottom right corner. Thank you for joining us. Before I introduce the rest of our Steam panel, I do need to do a little bit of housekeeping. First, I want to thank the new follows on Twitter. We are at like 1,499 follows right now, I believe. So that's kind of insane. At Gamers Ledge, if you want to follow us there for up-to-date scheduling. We're also trying to get to 1,000 follows on TikTok. We have a very long way to go, so any support there is helpful. Also want to thank the new followers on Twitch. We are getting dangerously close to that 1,300 number. So if you know somebody who might enjoy the shows, please do send them our way. Also want to give a giant shout out to the bosses of our boss producers, Shank the New, Mr. J Nice, and Neo Sapien. Why do we thank them at the top and bottom of every show? Because they are generously subbed to us through mechanics.gg, which is a creator-forward service that pays creators like us 100% of the donations or subs you send our way. So it's completely free to sign up. Whenever anybody does follow us on Mechanics, they automatically get 5,000 Stardust to muck with us when we're playing our games other than tabletop role-playing games, only because there's other people involved. Plus, all of our socials are linked at Mechanics, so if you want to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Insta, our YouTube channel, all those links are there, so there you go. Second, we've just become an affiliate with XSplit Broadcasting Software. That's the software we've used and loved for about 10 years now. I feel it's miles ahead of OBS and Streamlabs OBS, and it's constantly updated with new features because it is a paid product. If you follow the link in chat, it will get you 10% off your purchase, whatever it is, whether it's a monthly, a quarterly, or even a lifetime subscription, which is a pretty significant chunk of change that you will save there. Third, we have partnered with and are sponsored by Z-League. Z-League is a service in which you can play in Warzone, Apex, League of Legends, or Halo tournaments with actual cash prizes. And not only can you win cash, but if you play in just 5 tournaments in 1 month, you're automatically entered into a drawing to win a PS5 just for playing the games you already play and love. So check out Z-League. We've got new merch in the merch store. And then last but not least, we've also joined Streamers for Kids, which is a streamer group promoting Extra Life. If you're not aware of what that is, it's a charity to buy sick kids in hospitals gaming equipment to make the things they're in for not quite as unbearable. If you'd like to donate and brighten some child's day, simply follow the link in Twitch chat and we'll take you right there. I do need to also point out quickly that on next Monday, there will be no D&D because we'll be doing a 12-hour charity stream for Extra Life. And I had posed the question to some of the editors of what our big grand finale, if we meet all of our goals, what that should be. And their response to me was that I should dress up as a Markarina, which is a ballerina in tights and a tutu, and do the Macarena on stream. And I'm beginning to think that y'all don't like me. But that's just a thing. But yes, there will be unboxings. There will be eating, drinking, and wearing of horrible things that chat bought for me with my own money. And there will be tabletop role-playing games. There will be board games and video games as well. It should be a great time. 12-hour stream, 8 a.m. Pacific time to 8 p.m. that same day. Don't forget to check in for 1 point in the channel point redemptions box below the Twitch chat box if you're watching on Twitch. Twitch chat only goes back a little ways, but point redemptions show up for a long time. Plus, I have the memory of Sib. So please do check in. And thank you for checking in. With our new check-in, you get a boss point at 69 boss points. You can exchange that for a homemade keychain of your favorite character drop shipped to your door, or you can save up for 169 points and get a free Gamers Ledge t-shirt. Schedule for this week. Tomorrow is TBD. It is supposed to be Escape from Tarkov, but I have been told that I may be doing a hair dyeing party with some other people, so I don't know when that's going to end. If I can, I will be on for Tarkov, but it may not happen tomorrow. So TBD, watch Twitter for that information. Wednesday is AEW Dynamite live reactions and reviews at 4:45 p.m. Pacific, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern. At 7:15 p.m., that converts over to Community Fork Knife Done Wrong, so join us for that. On Thursdays, will be Deadlands, Marshals of the Great West, I think, at 6:15 p.m. Pacific. Again, watch Twitter for that. And then Matt, Friday is supposed to be a podcast, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We may swap that for Fun with Friends Friday, because I think we're going to play a board game and stream it. So we may just go for an extra 2 weeks without the podcast.
Okay.
So just FYI, I'll let you know for sure. Again, watch Twitter for the latest updates on that, but I'll let you know, Matt, for sure.
Sounds good.
Saturday at noon Pacific on Kokeshi Ken Media's channel, we do AEW Rampage live reactions review at noon Pacific, and then right back here on Sundays at 2 p.m. for Sunday Streamer Tech Support, and that's the schedule for this week. Although we are playing a TTRPG tonight and not able to verbally interact with you as much, I will be in chat as much as I normally would, so please do feel free to type in there and know that we do see you and you still can participate in our games. How? It's really easy. Look for the TTRPG channel point redemptions in the channel points, and they're usually towards the bottom. They're rather expensive, but you can make things easier for the players or harder for the players. It's up to you. And there are some also TTRPG things on the mechanics point redemptions as well. And with that, we will turn it over to the menagerie. Hi, menagerie.
Hello there.
Hello.
Why don't we go in order from the top left, which tonight is you, Jimmy.
Oh my God.
I know, you're on the spot.
My name is Jim. Most of you know me as Shank the Noob, and I am playing Archon Grimblefuzz, the Fallen Paladin.
Lou.
Oh, sure. Lou, I'm playing Leonardo Carta, the notably human wizard.
Okay, in this stack, does that mean I go next?
I guess we're doing the counterclockwise circle. It's all good.
Matt, my name is Matt. I play Quark, the Aarakocra Ranger.
Hi, my name is Mitchell. I play the Dryzen, the Changeling Artificer.
And my name is Sean. I play Mythilus, the Arcane Trickster.
And where we left off, the group was at a decision point. You guys were back at Troll Skull Alley. I believe even you had gone back at this point. Leo had gone back, I believe.
Yes.
Because he had staked out Gralhun Villa for quite a while. And hi, Siuni, welcome to the stream. And he had, I believe, decided to go back to confer with the others. As you are there about to talk, the blue spark sucks in Italy.
Oh.
Which I believe, Jimmy, is the first time that Arkham has actually seen that happen. So to illustrate it, basically, it looks like Italy elongates in an unnatural way towards the blue spark, and then is kind of sucked into it as a singularity.
Well, that's a neat trick. Does anybody know if he's all right?
Should be,
Statistically, he'll come back.
unless he doesn't.
In which case, yeah.
Your answer is unsettlingly vague.
Ambiguous
We
at
don't know
best.
much. We don't know much about it. It's just kind of there and does what it does.
All right, well, just goes off into the distance like a fart in the wind. I get it.
No, it
Unfortunately,
hovers in our
this fart
shadows,
may come back.
ominously.
It undulates strangely for a moment and then seems to calm itself.
It would seem Italy farted in there.
Oh, man. Glad I'm not on the other side.
So I guess we've got kind of three ways to go about this. One, we take it to the peacekeepers, whatever their names are. Mitchell does not remember. Dryzen does.
The watch.
The watch. Or we take this to Blackstaff, see what they can do. Or we go in and wreak havoc and hope that we don't go to jail for too long.
Well, on that note, Has anybody considered maybe a goat path, a side entrance, something that many people might not know? Does anybody have any contacts? Somebody who might be willing to snoop or already has?
Well, and when I was staking it out, there is a smaller entrance where we might be able to enter the villa. However, we're still inviting all of the problems with doing such by assaulting or breaking and entering into a noble's property. But I had recalled a note I had taken for the Force Gray, who is operating out of the Blackstaff Tower. Rainier and Volo had previously introduced to us, and they're also called the Gray Hands, and Vadra does lead them. I think that they still report to the Lord's Alliance, but they may be able to implement some degree of influence or perhaps a deputization of our party for this endeavor. And I think that it may be both prudent to follow Mitchell's advice and to go to not only the Blackstaff, but while we are in the tower, to also seek out Vadra and the Force Gray.
Suppose it couldn't hurt at this point. Have extra options.
I think if that proves unfruitful, we may simply be unable to take on this contract for the automaton, simply because I don't see us jeopardizing our position in general for this mission, given the scale of the reward. So I'm gonna, everybody want to head over to Blackstaff?
Sounds like a plan.
Right, let's go.
Muthless throws back his glass of wine. At least we've got a plan.
Making progress.
Pops his hat on and
Well, you guys head over to the Blackstaff Tower, and you are permitted entry, as you are. Who amongst you is actually part of the Force Gray? I know.
I have done repeated contract work for them. I don't know how that rolls in.
Yes, you're the outlier, but I'm trying to remember who actually. I know. I'm pretty sure it's you, Lou.
Yeah.
And was there anyone else? Matt was not.
What was it again?
Force Gray. You're not a part of any of them right now, Arkham. So you're kind of like just tagging along for all of them. But yeah,
Just for your awareness, sir, it's Archon.
that's sorry, Archon. Yes. You have not been here long enough to join any of
I'm
them.
not part of the cool kids club.
Correct.
Okay.
I think right now, because Sean, you did not, correct?
I didn't realize it was an option. I definitely would have joined
being part of the
Blackstaff.
cool kids club.
So no, we were you're with Blackstaff, right? Like
Yeah.
you and I are definitely Blackstaff, but it's Force Gray that we're talking about. And Force Gray, so like above table here, right? We had a conversation after the last thing, and I was like, I could have sworn, because and this to enlighten stream a little bit, we have notes from our campaign that were corrupted from like the first X number of sessions. And this was right when we were arriving into town. We had interaction with the Force Gray, and Volo and Rainier had introduced us to them, and we did some work for them, but it's not in our notes. Like I had to go back to my physical notes that I was taking at the time, and was able to like pull that back up and pull that back out for this interaction. And my physical notes are not very in depth. They were more chicken scratch. And so some extent of that is like, I don't know precisely like what types of conversations we had with them, like we do have for like, you know, the most recent 25 sessions, right? Like I don't have quite all that info. So if I remember correctly, like I know that I was interested, and then I don't know if you were.
I
Oh, yeah.
think
Okay.
he was. So I think you two are the only two members. And I should clarify that you guys would be Force Gray, because that is literally what Blackstaff is all about.
Yep.
So it's one and the same.
Yeah, I'm all about Blackstaff Tower.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got two bona fide members. The rest of you are guests.
And then Mitchell's been a contract worker. with
Correct. So they are already familiar with him as well.
Yeah.
So 3 of you are known to them. The other 2 are just like on your word. But then again, at the same time, I believe Quark has been with you multiple Times. So Archon is the only one that has not been
introduced.
at this point. Okay, that's all I needed to mentally make a note of. Great. They let you in. You already, all 3 of you already have full run of the place. So what would you like to do?
I think that we should start by seeking out
Vadra?
Vadra.
Yeah. She's at the top of the elevator.
And all 5 of us are here, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we're going up the elevator, I'm just going to tap Methlus and be like, hey, if you want to like do some fancy noble stuff in this instance, like I'll just follow your lead.
Oh, fancy noble stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What am I trying to accomplish with my fancy noble stuff?
I will follow your bow or what have you. You do the thing that makes us look good. We need to call in.
Okay, that's what
we
he's
need to call in
talking
our
about.
favors.
Are you putting me up for the dog and pony show? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Well, you're the prettiest, so you know.
No, there's that. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Essen is half tempted to turn into him for a second, but doesn't.
Even that would be a poor copy.
When we exit the elevator, Vadra.
Yeah, Vadra is in her office at her desk. She is writing something somewhat fastidiously.
With all the pomp and circumstance available to my noble self, I do approach Lady Vadra's desk and bend knee and bow head, apologize for the interruption, of course, knowing that she's very busy and very important.
Make me a performance roll.
Awesome. My performance roll is 14 plus 1. Ooh, 19.
So she had been writing, but as soon as you take a knee, her head kind of snaps up and turns slightly tilted to the side, and her eyebrow shoots up, and then you like do your flourish, and she pales for a moment. She says, "Oh God, what is it? What do you want?"
We can't just come to pay homage, to sit and guest for a moment.
She pulls out a file from her desk. It is a folder, and she opens it, and she starts to spread 5 sheets. She says, and she points to them with a finger, and she nudges each one like one by one slightly towards you. Says, "You've come to visit me 5 times over the last several months, and not once have you ever started with hello or a bow or how are you doing? So you must need something."
I cough into my hand, look back
He
at
knows
Leo.
you well, lad.
Look back at, seriously, the noble stuff?
Yeah, well, okay, so like Vadra, you've got a point. However, we do want to get better about this, and so we're trying. You fault us?
She puts that folder back in her desk. She scoops up, she like moves her papers so that they're all in a stack, and she moves it to the side of her desk, and she folds her hand and says, "Indeed, greetings. How may I help you? Residents
You
of
might want to get out a
Troll Skull Manor."
You might want to get out a 6 sheet of paper for this one. We've got. We're working on a case presently, wherein are you familiar with the explosion that happened? And did we already come? No, above table. Did we already
came
come?
here because we had to
came
talk
here
to the
because
dead
of this,
people.
right? Yeah. Okay. So we came here because of
talk
this.
to the dead people.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thing that actually happened.
So she's aware of this, right?
Yes.
So okay.
Yes,
Roll back.
She has been briefed.
Okay. So as you're aware, we've been trying to track down not only the culprits, but also some side information has come to our attention. Are you familiar with the Hand of Gone?
Of course.
What is your take on them and your opinion? We've only had minor interaction.
Well, I mean, it's complicated, but any religious facility is complicated. But they tend to foster interesting and unique ideas and devices and magical artifacts. So, I mean, I can't say they've ever been in trouble or anything along those lines. Why?
I guess what is the extent of your relationship with them? Are they useful in their endeavors for their trinkets, magical artifacts, automatons? Are you familiar with these?
Yes, I would say for the most part they're especially I mean, I hate to say it this way, but they're especially valuable for their automatons that perform in the parades. They draw people from other countries even. So it is a big selling point for celebrations here in the city. But
So we had cause to run across the Hand of Gone in this case. Interestingly, we had found a bit of information which the watch has become aware of, that there appeared to be perhaps an automaton on one of the roofs at the time of the explosion. And having chased it down, we have some degree of faith that it was not a willful order carried out by the Hand of Gone, and that in fact they may even have a semi-rogue automaton. And that,
Specifically a nimble right.
if you're familiar with Nimble Right,
she does pull out a piece of paper and starts scribbling as she doesn't look at the paper, but she is writing.
We have been requested by the Hand of Gone to pursue not only specifically the automaton. Now, this has come as a tangential through our investigation. There's a noble house that is currently being used with all of the protections under the watch and the law for not only harboring this automaton, but as well for where we believe we are attempting to chase down above table. What's the name of the jewel? The one for the dragons.
1 moment.
And is she aware that we're looking for this? She is, right?
I think she has our notes from our conversations with them, with the dead people, so she probably has an idea. Stone of Galore. Golor. Something
Galore.
like that.
Galore.
Okay. In our pursuit for the Stone of Galore, which
appears to be in the possession of the Zentarum.
The Zentarum. What's the noble?
Grolland.
Okay, Noble Groland. Sorry, Groland.
She actually, when you say it's the Grollands, she actually leans back in her chair and lets out a sigh. Oh, I think I see where this is going, but do continue.
So I've executed reconnaissance on the Groland Manor and grounds and have devised not only entry but infiltration ability into the grounds. However, understanding the the Code Major, is that the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
Understanding the Code Major, we cannot execute upon this. Now, there's a number of problems with turning this over to the Watch in our estimation. That being that we need the information for the Stone of Galore, which was being delivered to us and would rightfully be in our possession should this not have been the case. I understand that the Watch is often prudent and just, though I don't necessarily trust them with this task and action. As you know, we're the ones to take action ourselves. And then secondly, the automaton that is there would severely damage and completely undermine the reputation of the Hand of Gone, which has asked us to assist them in the quiet, if possible, removal of said automaton. And so if we are somehow permits to carry out this endeavor without a violation of the Code Major, or perhaps a direct overlooking of it, we would not only be able to curry the favor with the Hand of Gone, perhaps even bringing the Black Staff to a higher degree of favor, especially with their, not only their automatons, but they also have quite a number of magical items that might be of interest to the organization. And as well, we may make our progress on the Stone of Galore.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Advantage. And why do I always have to be the guy that talks? Persuasion.
Because you're so good at it.
Feels like you
Well,
remember the notes.
There we
Yeah, like, I mean, eidetic memory dude over here with the notes.
go. I got a nat 20.
She
I rest my case.
looks at you and sighs. She inhales breath and she sighs again. And she says, "You say it would bring Force Gray and Blackstaff favor, and I see a mountain of paperwork that I will need to justify why I had a private group cleared to do what is in essence an illegal strike on a noble house."
Exactly. Think you have the gist of it, my lady?
If it helps, we would be working to keep this Stone of Galore out of Xanathar or the Zentrim's possession.
That is true. Ken, who do you want the card vantage to go to? That would be true.
Our concern, and I don't know if perhaps you can spin it this way in the execution of it, is that the Stone of Galore, while it may be well known amongst certain persons in the upper echelons of our operations, is that of which might be considered something closer to a state secret or asset, and that is concerning to me to have rank and file involved in handling it. And so I don't know if that may be usable as a justification that having PMCs can sometimes be better than enlisted.
So I read thoroughly the notes from the interrogation, if you will, of the deceased Zentrim. And I have not yet passed on what I have gleaned from it. But you all understand that if you somehow find the Stone of Galore and it leads you to the Horde of Dragons, you do understand that you're not going to be allowed to keep all that money, correct?
I would expect a finder's fee may be in order. I wasn't expecting the whole of it.
That is prudent. Here's what we'll do. And oh, guys, I think the blurps are not working tonight. I apologize for leaving those on. I will turn them off. Thanks, Talkin' Muffin. I appreciate it. On break, I may try and add it back in. We had to rebuild it last week, and I forgot, or last time, and I forgot. Let me quickly turn all those off. Thank you for letting me know, Talkin' Muffin. Here's what I will do. I will say very quickly that if you believe that Zentarum forces have taken over Gralhund Manor and may be holding the Lord and Lady hostage, then it might be prudent to send in a quiet team to investigate, assess, and possibly take action. However,
Well, I'm out of my depth.
I was about to say, take a knowing look at Arkham.
Yeah.
however, it would not behoove anyone for the Lord or Lady of Gralhund to be injured in this. Am I being clear?
Crystal.
Oh yes, they are absolutely hostages that must be saved and may fall asleep at some point.
And you can explain to me how you came to track the Zentarum to the Gralhund Manor?
Fuck.
Ryzen, you want to take this?
There's a stick.
I mean, Quark did all the tracking.
There's a stick.
There's a
Well,
Pretty
that,
much.
that led us to the nimble, right? It's escaping my memory exactly.
I thought
how
you
we
followed
came upon them.
followed the blood trail to the villa from the Zent that led to the bar,
yes,
correct?
yes, there's that also. Thank you for refreshing my memory. It feels like it's been 2 or 3 months since we've talked about this last. But yes, there was a blood trail we followed from the scene, from someone who was able to positively identify insert name here, and we followed it to the estate, and clearly had been taken inside the estate. Whether they apparently broke in and took the people hostage is the story we're going with.
And I assume, and she turns to you, Leo, and says, you'll be able to clarify insert name here?
Blood trail. Control F. Methyl found a partial blood trail. Quark is able to. It follows.
Crystal Watson?
Oh, that name rings a bell. Maybe not the
I
right
believe-
one.
I believe Erstal Foxen is insert name here.
I see. We know
That
of
does sound. That sounds familiar.
we know of Floxon. Yes. All right. All right. She looks at you, Meathless.
As innocent as I can possibly make my face appear to be.
As the, I believe, only noble here who does not have a vested interest or lands currently in Waterdeep and is acting not to sully favor, with the masked lords of Waterdeep, do you vouch for the non-force gray major that are in accompaniment of you for this endeavor?
My goodness, just lay it all out there, won't you? Certainly, I vouch for their character. I vouch safe for the Lord and Lady, as long as we get there and they're alive. I can't take responsibility for what the Zentarum may have done prior.
It is only because the two of you, along with your compatriots, have performed every task that we have laid out, and some I had yet to even give you in advance, that I trust you with this matter. Please, if by
Your
chance,
trust shall not be misplaced.
if by chance you do this and the entire house has been shattered, metaphorically speaking, then I don't know. What shall we use? When you invariably summon the watch and they detain you, you will tell them to summon me. And she pulls out a pad of paper and she says, write the name of everyone that will be doing this, and you sign it at the bottom, Methelus.
Certainly. Page is written, signature scrawled. Eyes go to each of my companions. And this is it, my friends. To our success.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and put a noose around his neck.
As I roll a fumble.
You hear a guffaw from Vajra. She says, that's not subtle at all. She says, I wish you luck.
Figured we needed a little levity. But no, we got this. You know, obviously we've handled ourselves well. You trust us with this.
I will expect a full report on the entire, and I mean entirety, of what you find.
Yeah, fair enough. As long as we're on the same page with this finder's fee for this Dragon's Hoard, we're with you 100%.
I will see what I can do about that. That will take that means I have to engage the Masked Lords of Waterdeep, and I am not sure I am ready to do that yet.
I have as much confidence in you as you do in us, Fadra.
It's Methil. It's just I can't help myself.
Good
So,
luck.
I guess
I pull my
we'd better
flask and
start
take a
making
swig.
plan.
Good luck, Menagerie. And she starts to separate her pages that she had stacked up.
Thank you for your support.
Your 7th page is going to be a Dragon Hoard. I'm walking away.
The 7th page is this meeting.
We'll call it the 8th then.
The Ojo. Anything else you want to do while you're here?
Is there there's a library here, right?
There is.
Yeah, we can progress the game while Lou goes and looks up all of the things that he wants and messages. But we can carry on because this is time.
Mhm.
All right. I suppose should we go to Troll School to begin planning our incursion, so to speak?
I agree that a plan would be better than just walking to the front gate.
Yes, let's.
Excuse me. Okay, you head to Troll Skull Manor. We'll just say you're there, unless someone needs to do something else on the way back.
Do we notice any suspicious figures watching us as we travel back and forth through the city?
Make me a perception check.
Anybody?
Anybody?
I will roll. It's not gonna be good.
Wait, did I roll?
Mhm, you did.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect.
there it is. They did much better than I did. I see nothing.
You are glancing around, somewhat paranoid. You don't see anything. Everything looks fine.
Hell, my passive was higher than I rolled.
Yep. Archon,
Horizon's having difficulty seeing the road.
you find this city still kind of strange because it's very flat.
Yep.
I mean, there are like hills and stuff, and the city moves along it, but it's not. It's not.
I'm used to spires.
Yeah, it's not impressive, is how I
Yeah.
would put that. You.
Oh, these plebeian places that I have to frequent.
But I mean, the main thing is that you're able to see most everything around you, and I mean, it's pretty uninteresting. There's not a lot going on. You don't notice a whole lot.
Nobody seems to be doing anything visibly untoward.
No. Nope. It's generally just normal people going about their day, walking down the street or stopping at a store or getting food from a vendor.
How dare
Nothing.
they not do anything exciting?
Yeah, it's pretty mundane stuff.
I'm disappointed.
Mitchell, your next roll is made with advantage from chat.
Cool. Thank you, chat.
So, okay, yeah, you're back at Troll Skull Alley. Nothing, nothing significant on the way back, and you're there. And ASOS says, "How did it go?"
As we walk in, tap Archon on the shoulder. There shall be no killing of nobles.
Nobles? I mean, no. No, you're right. Wait a minute. What are you trying to imply?
Well, to answer
You
your-
may or may not be a little free with the axe. Warhammer, sword, I don't know what weapon he has,
Listen,
but
what I do with my weapon in my personal time is my business. Not for you to be commenting on. Let's stay on the task now.
and the task is not your personal time.
Hey, I already said I'm disqualified for this sneaking around thing.
I doubt very
I'm
much
stealthy.
that
I mean, I'm low to the ground. You can barely spot me. But my armor, it's not trained in stealth.
somebody find me a can of oil. Let's grease this dwarf up.
Oh, God.
Well,
No, trust me.
Covering
That's not
Arkin in
something you want to
oil.
see. Oily potatoes are never good.
ASOS says, "Wait, seriously? Do you
we
want
have
me
permission.
to get
you
some
No,
grease?"
he's not serious. You put that bottle of oil down.
While he
don't-
sleeps, ASOS, while he sleeps.
Oh,
It's the morning's bacon grease.
okay.
Oh, now if it's bacon grease, we'll talk.
ASOS
Got to
kind of
keep my skin
floats
soft.
back into the kitchen.
Okay. Leo now needs to retcon slightly back and ask when we're in the Blackstaff.
Mhm.
Methlis, can I know I already owe you 15 gold. Can I borrow another 30? I apologize. But I think that before we take off, I've got a good idea. I'm aware of a spell, Pass Without Trace, that I think may help us with this effort.
30 gold is required, then 30 gold you shall have.
Thank you. I presume, perhaps incorrectly so, now I'm going to go to the library and seek to see if I can find a book with Pass Without Trace on it.
Sure.
Yes, I'm able to find one.
Sure.
Okay. Wait. Shit.
Shoot. Family
Shoot. Shit. Shucks.
Unsart it all.
Apologies.
Yeah, it's
Shiitake
okay.
mushrooms.
Everybody
sir.
gets one.
I am going to run back out and I'm going to
Chris Evans style language.
grab Quark and I'm going to be like, can you do this? And I'm going to show him Pass Without Trace. Because it is a second level abjuration, but it is only for Druid and Ranger. At least that's what R20 is saying.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Hold on.
Question? I believe yes. I think I unlocked second level spells at level 5. I did. Yes. Yes. This does appear to be something that I would be capable of doing.
Methilis will pay for it for you. So
Oh well, all the better. I will have to pay him back someday.
no,
Hit the deuce.
Yes, it is indeed.
It's
Ranger only.
it seems you're somebody's sugar daddy.
no, I currently owe Methilis 45 gold. I'm making this happen.
Keep in mind that it will take you an hour to copy it. No, 2 hours to copy it. And you won't be able to use it until you do a long rest.
What's
Oh, is that how
up with all
ranger
this
spells work,
bureaucratic
or-
red tape?
No,
coming
all
up
of them, because
after he bought it.
I mean, he can't ready it. He wouldn't have it memorized. So he would have to take a long rest in order to swap out his spells.
I feel
Well,
like you're making up rules now.
It appears today is a day of relaxation and contemplation.
This is not going to be another
Especially
shopping
for
episode. I swear
The
to God.
Lord of the Bird People.
Coffee and contemplation. Coffee and contemplation.
I'm almost positive about the time. I thought it was 1 hour per level of the spell for copying it.
I feel like that sounds correct.
Yeah, no, that's probably accurate.
Okay, so yeah, it would be 2 hours to copy it, but then, it's 50 gold per
Yeah.
spell level, so it'd be 100 gold.
What?
Yeah, you need 2 hours and 2 hours per spell level and 50 gold.
Is that a ranger thing or is that
No, that's all wizard. So if a wizard copying a level 3 fireball scroll would need 6 hours and 150 gold pieces.
300 gold?
50 per spell level.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Rangers have spell books? I thought they just prayed for these things.
Wait, do you have a spell book? Why am I not remembering this now?
I don't think so.
I don't
it's
think
not
you
part of
do
the
either.
standard kit.
Hold on.
It's kind of just like, because I like nature, I can do stuff.
Hold on. Ranger spells. Yeah, but it'd be really weird if like the mechanic didn't work for you for learning another
I mean,
spell.
and maybe you can only choose them at level. Maybe that's the thing. Can I not learn spells from a scroll? Maybe I can't even learn spells that way. I mean, we've only done spells at levels so far, so.
Well, if we just have it as a scroll, you can cast it.
That is true. Can a ranger learn spells?
I'll be right back.
You're limited to only casting spells from this list. That doesn't help me.
Oh, he knows
I mean,
all the spells. And that answered it. Clearly.
I'm thinking it probably works.
No, I think
Like
you're right.
pretty
I
much
think
you
he
have a
knows.
spell of list and then
Yep.
you can prepare any spell from the list
Yep.
at a long
All
rest,
rangers
I
gain
think.
access to a list of spells at second level. These spells exist in their own subclass of ranger spells, which means you'll be limited to only casting spells from this list. And if Pass Without a Trace is on that list, then basically you just need to
So
swap
we don't
out.
even need to buy it then.
You don't
I just
even need to
need
buy it. You
think
just need
about
to-
it really hard.
Yep. You need to go. You need to sleep basically to reset
Right,
your
right.
brain.
So I'd forget dark vision and I'd learn
Yep. And you'd have
Pass Without.
Pass
whatever.
Without a Trace ready to go.
Told you I knew Rangers didn't have spell books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, what?
All
I
in
don't
He's
through
know
got
the
good
the
mud.
range.
Keep your
brains.
book dry.
We got good brains.
So yes.
I
so
am
you-
one with nature.
So
I
yes.
wasn't spending another 100 gold.
Good call out. Good call out though. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you would need to do if you want to do Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Well, I mean, I assume we're doing this incursion at night. I forget what time it is now, but if I do a long rest now, it would be
Yeah, that puts us in
Night.
like the wee hours of the morning, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Works just as well for the most part.
Yeah.
Morning
All right,
or
I'm gonna
night.
I'm gonna walk back out of the library and I'm gonna hand Meathless 45 gold and 1 silver. Say your interest. I appreciate it.
Well, the interest is not required.
Okay.
You handed me the silver and I'll take it.
it. I won't even like be like, oh no. I'll just immediately take it back. The moment he's like,
You better have better sleight of hand than me, bro. Because you're about to find a copper.
I'm going for it. Sleight of
Make it
hand.
opposed sleight of hand. Yep.
Oh wow, I rolled with advantage still, and I still got double sixes. So.
No. Meatless barely beat you. Oh no, that was later.
What?
That was early up.
It's a
Sorry.
20.
I saw your 8. I saw your 8 perception. And I'm like, oh, you just barely beat him. Yeah, no, you.
Both of his rolls
Yeah.
together didn't even.
Yeah,
come
you
close to mine.
totally got a copper back.
You found a copper, bro.
I had a copper, and I don't even notice it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Right in my pocket.
Yes, so that retcon is now finished. So that's the plan. The Rangers
back.
going. Yeah, you're back in.
We're still joking about
the Ranger's
oiling up
taking a
Archon.
nap.
The Rangers taking a long nap.
Yeah.
Can you fix
so-
the spell sheet? Because I think I done messed up.
Yeah, hold on.
All right. So while they're doing that, so Meathless, you said there was a back gate with a lock on it, correct?
I said that.
No.
I mean, sorry, Theo.
Yep. Yeah. So
said that.
there's-
Right. Because I have prepared some acid that I think I could use to probably melt through a small lock.
You know that's not required, right?
Well, yes, you could easily probably break it open unless it's magically enchanted against lockpicking.
Won't require me breaking it.
So we've got a lockpick. We've got some of our acid.
We
Is
have
it just,
redundancies.
just
yes.
only enough acid to handle a door lock, or could it
It's-
perhaps?
A small vial.
What is that?
Sorry,
It's
it's me.
abjuration too.
That was me.
Components.
Just ignore it.
Yeah. It's.
It's me playing with Quark's sheet, trying to fix it.
Got it.
I mean, I've also got a giant tub of this that can make more acid, so I do have an infinite supply of acid. I just specifically have a small container. Someone else needs to take that with them,
Wow,
rather
that's
than me just
creepy.
having the infinite jug of acid.
Super creepy. What else are you dissolving up there?
Probably good if you don't ask.
Nothing yet. I just made the jug last night.
And it's infinite?
Infinite, yes. It's enchanted.
Well, my
As I said,
aren't we fancy?
I'm good with my hands.
Until they get it in the acid.
As I roll a silver coin back and forth along my knuckles. Me too.
Okay, that should be fixed now.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm guessing that's probably going to be our stealthiest point of ingress, is that back gate.
That
Otherwise, we could try I could shapeshift enough to look like a nondescript member of the Zentarim and bring you two in as prisoners, which would get us inside,
Are we certain the Zentarum
but it puts
are
us in the open.
in charge?
We know they're involved.
Well, do we try deception or stealth?
Those are our options. I guess I would be the one deceiving. I should say how good I am at that. I am relatively good at that. I'm relatively good at deceiving people, and you're relatively good at stealthing. So I think
Ooh,
either
I'm
option
more
is
than relatively
viable.
good. I'm
Well,
amazing
yes.
at stealthing.
Point of information. I don't know if I have the notes here. The only detect magic that I got, just as a confirmation, was just the was only the nimble right, correct?
No, there was a book.
No.
There was a book.
And
There
a
was a
book.
book in the northwest corner of the ground floor.
And there's notice a lock glowing on the set of iron gates. Those are the front gates.
Those are the front gates, yes.
The groundskeeper and the mastiffs. And I think I relayed this information to the party.
I
Right,
believe
magic.
you did.
We're going
Magic
to
card.
Yes.
recount it here. The groundskeeper and the mastiffs glow as conjuration, illusion, and transmutation.
So not what they appear.
Yeah.
You could almost say more than meets the eye.
And the page boy never sent off the bird note that I had handed him for keeping watch, correct?
That is correct.
So there's been no unusual
Comings or
updates or anything.
goings?
Also, you hear a at the front door.
Oh, Tali's not here.
I'm sleeping. ASOS, would you like to get the door?
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
I've got it.
I had just thought in my condition might not be the best idea for me to be answering the door.
Fair enough, ASOS. Fair enough.
I go stomping up and open the door.
There is a
Hello.
small boy that is probably almost a foot shorter than you.
Oh, hell, you're too small to be out on your own, lad. What are you doing here?
He holds up a sealed letter.
Do I recognize the seal or anything like that?
It looks like a wax imprint of Blackstaff Tower.
Oh, well, isn't this fancy, lad?
And he grins and then holds out his hand.
I drop a gold in his hand.
Wow.
Oh, gold.
He's a much better tipper than Vitali.
I guess it makes up for Vitali.
He looks. It is not that boy, by the way, because that boy is currently sitting at Grawlhund Manor, waiting for someone to come out. So this is a different boy. So that boy still got screwed because he's on a.
No, he got paid 2 gold to stake.
Yeah, he did get paid gold. Yes, but
You do me a favor. Don't go around sharing that with everybody.
I won't, Master. Thank you. Are you
You're
sure?
welcome, lad. Absolutely. Go, boy. Run along. I appreciate your work.
You see him like turn, and when he thinks you don't see it, he bites the gold piece.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
And then immediately it disappears into a pocket, and he's off like a shot.
Okay. All right. I'll shut the door. Well, who wants to take a look at the news?
I'll grab it and I take one of my daggers and I just cut through the seal and pop it open and start to read it.
It's basically an official writ from the Force Grey Major saying that the holders and bearers of this proclamation are acting under the orders of Force Grey, and if there is any question to contact Vajra, blah, 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 blah.
All right. Mythos as our voucher and
Thank you.
member.
I do believe somebody with all the acid in the world doesn't need the note. Pluck it from his fingers and place it within my coat.
Okay. And I want to be clear on what you guys are talking about because I'm not. What are you considering the side entrance or the sneaky entrance?
The entrance into like. There's this. You said there was a.
So there's
Back
a
gate.
hut off of the back wall.
Mhm.
So there's the front gate for entry.
The stable
That's
entrance.
on the north side functionally, right?
Yep.
Then on the east side, there's the small pony wall that leads to the alley, right? Or did we determine
No.
that is actually
that
not?
that is actually not an exit.
Okay. And then
Mark,
on
about
the
table
reverse
real quick,
side,
what time did we have set for break?
Usually about 8:20.
Okay. Okay.
Or
I was
so.
I
just
feel like
checking.
there's a
Sorry,
door
please.
like right
Sorry.
there.
on the
That's what
on the
we're talking
reverse on the
about.
south side of the
Yes.
manor, there's like the small. It's whether it be like a groundskeeper's hut or something of that nature that looks like there's a regular door for entry into that hut, and then an entry into the courtyard from the other side of that small hut.
Yes. So that is actually stables. And I think we said that before, but I wanted to make sure that
Okay.
so it's like a sliding barn door that's currently locked. A
Yeah,
fancy.
I've in my mind, I had it in my head that was a physical like personage door, but okay.
Let
I
me
understand.
triple check that is the case, but I think
Stable
it is.
/ barn door.
I feel like we could walk through a barn door just as easily
Yeah.
as a side gate.
Hold on, I'm just double checking that. Yeah, that's the
Is that entire block
that
their
is the
manor
coach house. Yes.
between like Ponyway and Lion Street and Sardun and Horn
Well, I'm
Street?
pretty sure it's just where the green lines and the walls and
Is it
then-
just the green lines?
Not quite. So like all of the property that's to the southeast, like the little kind of like roundy bit that's in the southeast there, all of that is other properties. None of that is
just
Gralhund.
Yeah, the part that's drawn in green on the map, all the way like to
like right there. Like
I'm trying to get this. So
Right. So the green indicates the extent of their property all the way back to the other corners.
Yeah, it basically they're that
Right.
island that goes from Saradoon Street all the way up to Horn Street and
that
Pony
big
Way.
patch of green with the buildings right by it.
Yeah.
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 So everything from here to this one, the N, you see the building that's directly above the N in Sourdoon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the end of the property right there.
Okay. So just imagine that the highlighted area extends to Sourdoon Street.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the gap up here is the main gate. That's the one
Correct.
that Lou's talking about that has the lock on it.
And
And
this
this
down
down
we have
here
the
is the
barn door.
stables.
yeah, this
We have
little
the barn door in the stables.
yeah, it's actually called a coach house now that I'm looking at it. So it's like a fancy stable. But yes, that's the idea.
Did we verify that we could see that there was a door coming out of the coach house into the ground?
Yes, that was verified. And
Making sure this wasn't like a separate entity that we were going to be breaking into and couldn't get into the actual property. Okay.
you know what? I misspoke on one thing, Lou. We're gonna retcon that just a little bit. You did actually sense something faint, magical coming from the coach house as well.
Oh my.
I don't know how I missed that the first time. I think I was really locked in on the other parts of the property, but you did sense something magical from about it.
Yeah. What was the school?
What's that? Oh, what school was it? That is a great question. Thanks for asking. I hate it when they like the things don't tell me what it is.
We'll call it conflagration magic.
And I take it back. It would actually be glowing very brightly.
In the coach house?
Yeah. I'm going to say it's evocation and let me make sure that's right. Hold on.
Oh my.
Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I would 100% say evocation.
So everybody, I know we've been working on this thing, but just my memory just got jarred.
Sorry.
There was very bright light of evocation coming from that coach house. Now, was it okay above the table? Was it on the door? Was it like where would I have been able to catch it?
So brainstorm this with me for a second.
Sure.
If there are multiple magic items in close proximity to each other with detect magic, is it going to show each of them individually, especially if they're emitting like a bright aura, or would it just be like seen as one giant aura?
Let's see as written. Hold on. Sense presence of magic within 30 feet of you. Okay.
Because I've always kind of interpreted it as like a infrared kind of vision kind of thing where you see, you know, that's the only thing I can really equate it to, where you see the white heat areas that are magic against the red. So I don't know what else to.
Yeah, I don't recall what corner I sat on. Right. So like that.
So
some
you
part
said
of it,
you actually moved around the property, which is why I needed to retcon that, because you would have seen it.
right. So like if moving about, right, I mean, I would have been able to tell like the depth of it, right? So like if I would see it in like a loft of a coach house or like in the middle or like closer to the door, like I probably would be able to discern that. Maybe not precisely like maybe if it was like directly on a lock, yeah, I'd be able to tell that.
It was not. It would have been in the coach house about halfway.
Okay.
And
That's fair
I'm
enough.
not sure. I'm just going to say that at the glance that you had from the distance you were, it looked like one really, really bright spot.
Because you're just sensing the magic in the school. So as long as they're all the same school, they would just, if they're in a pile like a dragon, mini dragon's horde, I think it would just show up as.
Yeah, and
one
we'll
bright
put
spot,
we'll put a bookend in this, because this will inform me for future things going on, because I'm not trying to screw anyone over on the descriptions of this. I'm just trying to figure out how the spell would actually show something
As
like
written,
this.
it says
It's not
if you
detect
sense
magical object.
No.
It's detect magic. Yeah. So it says if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Right, which you did for the book.
So
I guess
Right.
you would have seen that they were 4 horseshoes.
Yeah.
And they were moving, so they were probably on a horse.
Got it.
And they
Okay.
were incredibly bright.
Okay.
super
Somebody
magic
may-
horse.
I feel like somebody may have a new horse.
Who's up for horse stealing? What's the
It's
crowd?
liberating. It's
what's the-
liberating.
From the center? What's the punishment for stealing from nobles?
I believe it's death or excommunication, one of the two.
Pretty much, if it's against a noble, assume it's death.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know.
The Zentarum
Making
did it.
jokes. Yeah, it's the Zentrum's horse. It's clearly not the Grauhan's horse.
While Quark is resting, I want to run over to. I'm going to relay the information that I think that there's, some type of magically enchanted, perhaps horseshoes, on a horse in there, and I'm going to run over to Avi and Emric.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yep.
And I'm going to inquire with them about if they're familiar with horseshoes having ever been used in this manner. Well, I'll go up to the door. We'll do the thing out. And I know that it's getting a bit late, so I'll walk up to the door and rap on it. Just a kind of faint rap, but
It is Embrick that opens the door. Ah. Leo, what can we do for you?
well, I have had a bit of interest in horses. You ever what is it called when people make horseshoes? There's a profession. Anyway, have you ever made horseshoes?
I have.
Are you familiar with enchanted horseshoes? Do you mind if I step in, perhaps? Am I
Sure, come
intruding?
in. And Avi actually brings you a spiced lemonade.
It's called a farrier.
No, it's a spiced lemonade.
No, somebody who puts shoes on horses.
I'm aware. I was.
Avi and Brett, good to see you both. Thank you for your warm hospitality. You're of course welcome over at our establishment any time you feel. I was coming tonight because we have a somewhat urgent need to see if if you've ever experienced any type of enchanted horseshoes, for example. I know it comes a little bit out of left field, but I know of a horse that has enchanted horseshoes. I don't know what the enchantment might be for, whether it just be for speed or if it might assist the horse in becoming a war steed, if it can kick harder, or what I may be in tune for here, if you can perhaps lend me any insight.
Avi says enchanted horseshoes. I've never heard of such a thing here in the city. And Embrick says, "Oh yeah, I've seen one set of enchanted horseshoes in the city. Belonged to a
Really?
noble. Yeah, belonged to a noble, the Gralhuns.
Interesting. Well, what were you familiar with what that set of horseshoes did?
Yeah, if I remember right, they were some kind of wondrous magical items that they had slapped on the bottom of their horse. Completely, really, I mean, listen, it's a good horse, but it's a horse that needs to be ridden, if you understand what I'm saying. Horses need to stretch their legs, they need to run. And this is a horse in a stable in a city. If I remember right, they were, what was it? I want to say they were, horseshoes of speed. Which again, is kind of dumb because the horse is always locked up in the stable house. It's not like you see a noble running through the streets on a horse that is enchanted to go faster. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they were horseshoes of speed. I'm sure they
Have you
bought
ever
them
seen
because they were expensive.
Yeah. Oh, you think that they're just meant to be kind of flashy in some way in that regard for them?
Well, anything made like that is to, make the horse go faster. But again, I've only seen the horse probably out of the stables like once in 5 years. So I just feel sorry for the horse.
Well, it does lend me some insight, and it makes sense for what I might have presumed perhaps enchanted horseshoes might be used for, but I do genuinely appreciate the time.
Oh, is that all? Perfect. Yeah, of course.
And this was an inquiry that was meant to be light, brief, and so again, more or less, please feel free to join us anytime at Troll School.
Well, we appreciate the offer. We'll see if I can't get Javi to relax, and we'll come over sometime this week.
Oh, there's I don't know if you've met ASOS yet, but don't be alarmed by the bartender. He's got a good spirit to him.
Mhm.
All right. Now I'm kind of intrigued.
Precisely. We'll see you later this week.
Javi waves.
And so I will take my leave and head back over to Troll Skull. Come back in the door. Cork's still asleep?
Ooh.
I take that as a yes.
Ooh.
Nobody's woken me up yet, so.
All right.
I'll
So
explain to everybody. So I just came back from Avi and Embrick's. Embrick had actually, I didn't tell him that we were looking at the Grolhuns specifically, but he was familiar with enchanted horseshoes and specifically the Grolhuns. And he believes them to be horseshoes of speed. So if we're to enter that stable, we may want to avoid angering such a horse. He said that it was wondrous shoes and that the horse seemed to be well shapen, even though it was not ridden often. And so I don't know if it is in some ways meant to be a guard. I think that talking with Cork when he's up may be useful in order to prevent the horse from becoming a problem.
though if it isn't, sounds like a nice reward for saving a couple of trapped nobles if they are trapped. But never mind my musings. So we got our two ways we can do this. I can either try and sneak us in through deception, or we can go in through the back, or we could do both. And which would be splitting the party, which is sometimes a bit tricky.
Yeah, but we'll be within sight of each other. It
Right.
could be legitimate that as somebody were to approach from the front and act as a bit of a distraction, perhaps a hybrid approach here, wherein if we can get the attention of the conjured groundskeeper and mastiff, for example, that may make it a little bit easier for us to enter unseen from the rear of the property.
Right. I think that sounds like a good idea. Anyone else's thoughts?
Did you say you needed me to be noisy?
We could do that. I could take Archon through the front,
Or Archon could just go through the front.
or Archon could just go in through the front. Yes.
I mean, I'm not.
Although, well,
I
he may
don't
not.
think
He
you
may not
expect me
make
to
his
just
way in.
bulldoze the gate over.
I mean, I don't really want to get involved in this too much, but I will point out via ASOS. Are you guys actually going to infiltrate the villa?
Yeah, that's the
That is-
intention.
The current plan. If Archon and I, or Archon and someone could draw some of them out of the villa so that the rest of us could get in easier, that might also work.
That's a bad idea. Because
No, this will be the wee hours of the morning. If we can stay in a full stealth, this
I mean,
might.
you can just stick around. We're probably full of bad ideas. You just need to give us some time.
Right, but it's going to be the middle of the night, and you're going to raise a lot of attention from the neighbors if you're making a ton of noise, and that
Right.
will draw the watch, which you probably don't want.
Right.
But what do I know? I'm just a ghost.
Oh, you had a full life, fuller one than all of us. So we
I guess the
appreciate
only
your
way to
insight.
quietly get Archon in is if I do bring him in under the guise of a prisoner. Or at least,
It'll be the
unless
middle of the night. I don't think anybody's going to be ready to receive us. That's part of the problem. I think that we simply
so. Yeah,
What?
just stealth
Well,
in through
hold
the back.
on.
Then that sounds good.
What if it was a transfer? Just middle of the night. Something happened at another holding pen, and I had to be moved. I can be
Well, dude,
rowdy.
we don't know that the Grolhuns are necessarily keeping anybody there. This could be very out of order for the estate. We have
Right.
minimal intel for what's going on inside.
Did
And so
you
I think
say
we're-
that they were captured? Did I hear that?
That's pretense.
So then if they're captured, I doubt the capturers would want to talk to anyone.
True. Backdoor it is then.
Archon, are you any good in any type of lighter armor?
I mean, I'm proficient in most types, so I suppose I could put on somebody else's. I mean, might be a little long in the sleeves, probably the legs too.
And thin in the stomach.
Oh, I gotta make sure it goes around a pony keg.
I think perhaps we leave your plate for this, and we just get you something with a medium heft to it.
Oh, I suppose that's all right. I've been carrying it around pretty much since I got here.
Come with me. I got a couple of guys I need to introduce you to.
All right, I'll go off with him. I'm not sure where
Does
we're
he
going.
seem particularly dexterous? Probably not.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about the stunty? No, I got short legs.
The spell I'm sleeping on though does give +10 to all stealth checks of everyone who's under the
Yeah.
veil.
It would just be
umbrella.
good for him to not be rolling that at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean,
+10's quite a bit. So I mean,
yeah, he should be fine as long as he doesn't nat one. Did
We
I just
walk over to Avi and
why you gotta start
Embrix.
wishing
Did-
hateful stuff on
did
me?
it? Did I just wish that into existence? I was just,
Yeah.
stating.
Yeah.
That plus 10
That
gives
was
me
the
plus
thing we weren't
21
talking
to
about.
stealth.
I'd like to petition to have the
Yeah, no,
GM
you're
replace
gonna be
all of his
okay.
dice.
You're gonna be okay, Methelus. Not this stubby and the human. So
And
I'm
I will
gonna-
also make a reminder check from the GM that if you guys are moving as a unit in stealth, you just need more successes than failures.
yeah, although it's gonna be dead silent out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like middle of the night, we got neighbors, we got watch walking. Like I don't know what the threshold for success is, but I'm gonna make sure that we are as prepared as possible for it.
And why don't we go ahead and take a break here because my puppy's whining and he's been sick all day. So I'm going to take him out if that's all
Deal.
right with everybody.
sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
So we'll take a
See you
quick
in
break.
20.
We'll be back in 20 minutes, everybody. Thank you.
Ah, perfect amount of time to chug the keg.
Yep.
Bro, my friend was calling me and it went on my laptop and I answered it on my phone, so now my laptop is like bugging. It's just... Oh. Bro, my friend was calling me and it went on my laptop and I answered it on my phone, so now my laptop is like bugging. It's just... Bro, my friend was calling me and it went on my laptop and I answered it on my phone, so now my laptop is like bugging. It's just...
Your laptop is bugging cause you answered the call on your phone. It stopped on.
Bro, my friend was calling me and it went on my laptop and I answered it on my phone, so now my laptop is like bugging. It's just...
Your laptop is bugging cause you answered the call on your phone. It stopped on.
Bro, my friend was calling me and it went on my laptop and I answered it on my phone, so now my laptop is like bugging. It's just...
Open up the cage, trying to people please and bring the party back. Purpose in the body bag, going back and forth, opinion point just like Atari.
She got me bugging, wishing that you would love me, but you know you're frontin'. You get all of my love, G, won't you give me something?
Hey, that's crazy. Start the thing, baby. Cause if it's bugging out, how about you gonna call the ladies or the gentlemen? Of course, you know ain't no discriminating. Yeah, I go by Slim, but I ain't never shaved.
My phone keep ringing and ringing, I'm not the answering type. She gave me head through my Mac, call that laptop. I had to put his ass on mute, ain't no back talk. My phone keep ringing and ringing, I'm not the answering type.
I'm so slow, so I feel I'm sea-slugging, but these hoes keep coming, so I feel like I'm bugging on the beat.
I know, I live life, I die on my own. I don't want to die on my own. I just want to vibe in my room, I know.
2 pints and a packet of crisps. I tell her wait right there, I'll be back in a bit. She got these pretty brown eyes and she's licking her lips. The way she look into my eyes when I'm feeling a split, I can't take.
Oh my promise, coming dragging a fire. Place conspire, what all of the followers require. Supply it to my buyers, I'ma hit the no higher. Whistle tone like Ariana, shine it till I retire. Ooh, I like this one.
Sitting on a log in the bog in the fog, not a dog. with a blow. Or a hog on a jog, you know?
I'm a frog. 21, we're rapping over frogs, apparently. Oh my, you must be kidding me, getting rid of me, cutting loose ends. But who you gonna call at 2 a.m.? Don't need a best friend, don't need a low-key girl to just mess with. Don't wanna act like a preacher to your confessions. So just leave me alone and escape from my life like your El Chapo and oh my.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. Da 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 I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. Da 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 da. crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can't make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and
Okay, we're all back. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for hanging with us during the break. I think the dogs are situated. What's up, Jimmy Julius? Hello, my man. Welcome in. So, where we had left off, there was discussion about the plan. There was a sleeping Lord of the Bird people. What seems to be the plan moving forward?
Arkun and I are heading over to Avi and Embrick, and I will rap in the same manner as I did the first time.
Oh, okay. Emmerich like, hello, Leo, again.
Yes, sorry
Back?
to bother again. You've inspired me, and I hate to impose. I would like you both to meet Arkun. Arkun's a gentleman that has assisted us with the number of extraneous dealings that we have to address as the stewards of the wow, why can't I think of the name of the alliance now? Of the Troll Skull Alley Mercantile Alliance.
Okay.
We have need, and I know it is late and of the hour, and I would like to, of course, reasonably compensate you. If we could, perhaps within the next number of hours, fit him for something a little lighter, something that may not clank as much, that he might move a little bit more freely in. Medium heft, perhaps. If we could find him some armor, that would, or work some armor together for him, it would go a very long way towards our endeavors of the Mercantile Alliance.
Are we talking about using what he already has to fashion something worse?
Not precisely, though. If you could, Arkun, I don't know what your thoughts are. If you would be willing to sacrifice a bit of your heft in order to permanently move a little bit more easily, but I was more thinking along the lines of perhaps fitting in with some, heavy leathers and light plate, for example.
It's just too heavy for what we're trying to accomplish. So I may have to take, well, a bit of a loss, but I'd prefer if we could start with fresh materials. I'll put in money if necessary. And
money's not so much the issue as it is the hour. Let me see what I've got that we can rummage through back here.
All right.
Come on in.
Ka-chunk.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. He obviously like, I'll just go heat up the forge. And he disappears, and Embrick starts, all right, can you remove that, if you would?
Right. And I'll start popping at the quick release harnesses and pull everything off, and there you go. I apologize. Hasn't been shined recently. I know it's tarnished.
I mean, are we talking all leather here?
Keep some
something with a-
protection on it.
Yeah, medium heft to it. Maybe a bit of light plate. We can't have it interacting. We need to move perhaps a little bit more freely and frankly quietly.
I mean, so I'm just going to circumvent this a little bit just because players may not know, but characters would know. Like, if you're talking like for an artisan who does nothing but make armor day in and day out, you're talking like 300 days to make one suit of plate mail. So I get you're not asking for plate mail, but
all right. How about this? Can you muffle what I'm wearing?
He may be able to put together like padded chain right now, but like,
Coat
making
the
armor-
outsides
padded
in
chain would be
skins or hides, something that muffles the tang if it hits stone.
Avi, come here and look at this. And they start looking over your plate of armor.
I'm assuming, based on lore, that this is probably pretty well-made
Mhm.
equipment
Mhm.
by many standards.
Yeah.
But I have always kind of seen it as what was originally glorious is now just kind of a faded image of what it was.
Sure.
Like it's not that the metal has been poorly maintained, like it's been oiled and that kind of thing, but it just doesn't have that kind of otherworldly gleam that it would have had before.
But sadly, it's still completely functional. So, okay. So let me make some rolls here. I'll make them out in the open.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm getting the point across, but functionally my goal is to buy him medium armor that he can temporarily use. Or I mean if he can get away with keeping like, you know, taking an AC penalty on this, like as an above, you know, metagame kind of thing, right? Like whatever the goal and the solution is that he's not at a disadvantage for stealth checks, and yes, he's going to have some type of trade-off for that.
Like I could cast mage armor on him.
How does that work in this setting?
13 plus dex.
I don't think you can. I think mage armor is self only.
No, it's touch.
Is it?
No, you can cast it on somebody else.
All right. Oh, I'm thinking of shield. Okay. So Avi and Ember come up with something. 13 plus dex. I'm pretty sure his amount of armor will far surpass that.
Yes, his plate mail will certainly do that. But if he needs something without dismantling a set of plate mail that is worth hundreds of gold and gives like a above table here 20 AC.
So Avi and Ember come up with a system of wool and leather that we will say will not give you it will not give you disadvantage on stealth checks for 24 hours. It's basically one use. You don't think you're going to be able to do this again. It may not work completely, but it should negate a lot of the clanking.
Would it also like restrict the movement speed in combat by like 5 feet, perhaps, or
Whatever his normal is now for wearing armor? It's not going to change the armor. It's just adding to it temporarily.
Well, I think that this will do for
And
for
it's
needs for the
it's
user.
not elegant. I mean, it looks kind of jank. So any like gloriousness that had remained from it It is
It's
now
just
like,
been removed with my dignity.
I mean, you're pretty sure you see underwear in there somewhere, but yes, I mean,
Oh, sorry. Hold on. There
Not
we
your
go.
own.
All
not,
right, got
yeah,
it
not
tucked
yours.
in.
It's not
I'm all
yours.
right.
It's somebody
Not
else's.
your own. Somebody
Yeah.
else's underwear is padding
No,
that
it'll
plate.
suffice. Yeah, I mean, some days you can use all the padding
Yeah. So
you can get.
I mean, it's more about like padding the. I mean, it's a little stiff because they've jammed literally
'Cause the
like
old underwear?
wool and stuff into the joints, and then figured out ways to tie it with leather straps so that it doesn't come undone. So you're a little stiff, but it's not enough to like inhibit your movement speed or anything like that. But
I'm
you,
not the kid in the snowsuit from A Christmas Story.
I mean, it's
you
close.
certainly are.
It's close, but again, it's not going to actually stop you from walking. But
all right,
Sorry, guys.
I'm good. I can't move my arms below my shoulders, but I'm all right. Let's go.
hold on, I think my dog just barked. I don't know.
Oh, that
what's
was
going
me.
on. No, I think mine actually did bark as well. So
Oh,
let me take him outside. Or adopt him to another family. Hold on, I'm just kidding. But let me take him outside real quick.
well, I'd say you're looking like $1 million, but I think it's just gonna have to do for the night.
Yep. I don't think we have much of a choice if we're acting fast.
Feel like you can move enough, still swing, and
I'll probably be picking stitches out for weeks. That's all right though. I've had worse things come out of this armor. Maybe it's best we don't elaborate on that.
That I have no doubt.
let's head back over, and we'll catch Mark up on this. Let's head back over to Troll Skull. As I walk in, Dryzen.
Oh, are we gonna owe that
Yes.
guy anything? I mean, I realize it's
Yeah, we'll
slapdash
retcon-
work.
We'll retcon this a little bit.
Okay.
When Mark gets back, because we're not interacting with the NPCs. Dryzen, I have an idea. I want to use your ability here.
Okay, what are we thinking?
When I'm going to cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to essentially remake the conjured groundskeeper from Gralhund, and say, okay, this is the groundskeeper at Gralhund. If we can either sneak past him, and I believe he is conjured or something of that nature, if we can sneak past him, perhaps your ability to appear as him may give us a passing ability into the manor itself. I don't know if he's destined to, just roam the grounds. I believe that I saw him interact and go into the property. And so perhaps if we can get past him, you may be able to scout ahead inside of the property without jeopardizing our presence, and to be allowed to travel freely.
All right, give it a shot. I guess I'll mimic the appearance to get the feel of it.
Yeah, I think that'll pass, especially 4 a.m.
Right.
As best as I can remember how to show you what he looks like.
This should work well enough, I imagine. The only problem is if it is just a construct, that could backfire, but hopefully not. And they'll probably be asleep, one would hope.
One would hope. Yeah, it's just to give us any advantage we can take here.
Yep. All right. And I revert back to my standard appearance.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, catching you up, Mark.
Yes.
We can go back and finish up the Albion brick. We went back to the manor, and I told I cast Minor Illusion so that Dryzen could see what the groundskeeper looked like, and then hopefully he's going to be able to mimic the groundskeeper, and he may be able to lead walking into the property, appearing to be the groundskeeper in case there is somebody awake or on watch.
Sounds good.
So as we wrap up at Avi and Embrix, thank you both so much for doing this tonight. It helps us in a pinch here.
Hopefully it helps. I mean, you're not going into like public like this, right?
Not so much. There's a reason it needs to be muffled.
Okay. I won't ask any more questions.
Have you two had much of any opportunity to study magically enchanted weaponry to any extent?
I mean, Embrick used to make enchanted weaponry back for the court.
Asking that was told no.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. I was something else. My bad.
Oh, okay.
What is your reason for not doing so any longer?
Both Embrick and I have tried to steer away from weapons of destruction, more towards making things that people will love and take care of.
Do you think that you could make things that might be a little bit more utilitarian? Our group has an eclectic need for items that, for example, we have a rope that will tie itself into knots. And I know that that may not be precisely what you're looking for, but there are times where we may face some degree of danger, and having enchantments or items could prove fruitful. It could be life-saving. And so remember that there are those that enter into war justly and enter into battle justly, and that those efforts can save those people.
Absolutely. Definitely understand that. I can ask Embrick, but he's kind of a hothead at times. And he's pretty staunch on this. He may agree to do utilitarian type items, but if it's a direct weapon, I doubt it.
Yeah,
sincerely.
That's fair enough. I don't know if yeah, that's all fair enough. And as you've helped us yet again, we sincerely appreciate it. As you know, please come to us with anything that either of you may need, and we'll be happy to assist.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind.
We'll take our leave.
And Avi says, I don't mean it to sound rude, but we are definitely going to bed this time. So I hope you have good luck in whatever it is you're doing.
Have a wonderful, wonderful rest.
Thank you. You are a curious one, Leo. You are a curious one, but I hope you have good luck with whatever you're doing. He chuckles as he ushers you out the door and closes it, and you hear the lock engage behind you.
As we're being escorted out, I'm going to give my best at a sleight of hand to try to like leave 5 golds like somewhere in there without them noticing.
Roll your sleight of hand.
Oh, sir.
Oh.
Wow.
Avi just clears his throat and says, he pushes it back into your palm as he's not pushing you out the door, but you know what I mean. He slides it back in your hand. He says, "That's not necessary. We didn't do anything that intensive. So I just hope it works for you."
You came to our aid in the eve and won't be forgotten. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun storming the castle or whatever you're doing.
Not that. You didn't see us tonight.
Nope, you didn't hear us either.
I'm just imagining you like stiff arming.
Toddling out of the...
Yeah, that's
like
exactly
like a scarecrow.
Like a
just
scarecrow.
on a
No, yeah. There's no
waddling
bent
forward.
arms, really. It's more outstretched arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes.
I
you
kind
guys-
of bounce.
Yeah.
Like a
Permanent,
little lock going out the door.
permanent T-pose.
Yeah, a little bit. You're the Vitruvian dwarf now. But yes, it's you make your way out, and you are much less clanky.
Oh, okay. Sort of ka-chunk instead of ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's
Yeah, pretty much. You sound like a you sound like a subwoofer. That is correct. You don't need to drop the bass. You just drop the dwarf.
not the beard.
But yes, you make your way back to Troll Skull Manor, and we're gonna say for expediency's sake, Quark, you're awake. You've slept your 8 hours. You feel
kung fu.
refreshed,
Oh, wait. No, I don't.
rejuvenated.
Show me.
Well,
Jimmy Julius says you sound like a 90s car stereo.
I had some banging speakers in my car in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, me too. I actually have them now.
So
I'm gonna go water my poison seeds.
you do that.
Got some interesting hobbies, bro.
Trigger acid, poison plant seeds. It's all good. Okay.
I mean, if we need to,
like the present.
yeah, if we need to
Of course
dispose
they're
of
all
a
for
body, we
poison.
know who we need to go to.
No, none of them are psychedelic. Why do you ask?
No, they're just paralytic and poisonous.
I hopefully you've been able to use this time to come up with a plan of action. Are we ready to try this, or
Relays plan to Quark. Just one of those
I'm ready.
cutaways says so and so relays plan to so and so. Cut back.
This is totally gonna work. I love this plan already.
Come on, guys. Come on.
It's game over, man. Game over.
So what is the plan here? What are you doing? Are you walking there? Are you taking a chariot? Are you?
It's 2
I don't
blocks
think
away.
I don't think we can fly there. Well, one of us can, but like
Yeah, it's not that
it's
far.
3 blocks away.
You're not
My
wrong.
head's got to flap a little bit. I'll be fine. I'll get
It's,
better.
it's not far. Let's
yeah, let's
and
just
I mean,
walk. And,
we should oh, I swear this is being a character. We should find an assembly point somewhere out of sight, and I can engage the spell. I can hold it for about an hour, so we don't have to be terribly close to the building to kick it in. We should not be standing just outside though, because they would be able to see us then. So
ASOS looks at Archon and says, "So you're just going to walk him like that up to the manor doors?"
yeah, we're going in the back door.
Right, but it's on a major thoroughfare, right?
All right, I guess we're doing the spell now, Quark. Shouldn't take us an hour to walk 2 blocks.
it might take us an hour to sneak 2 blocks.
Do do we have to stay within 30 feet of each other, or do we just have to be within 30 feet of you when you cast the spell? For the duration, each creature you choose
for the
within 30
bonus, you
feet
have
of
to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, it's like a bubble around you, right? That's mobile.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a mobile
Yeah.
bubble around him.
Okay.
30-foot radius? That would be radius.
Within 30 foot of you. Yeah. So radius. So 60-foot bubble.
Right. 60-foot bubble. Correct. Up, down, left, right, BA start.
I have the robe that I once wore. I'm gonna go run up the stairs and grab that and come back down. Can you put this over yourself?
Minor illusion and cantrip.
I don't know if I could minor illusion him, right? That would.
You could illusion the armor to look nicer though, so he doesn't look as suspicious.
I think it's pretty limited in its cubic feet amount.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough to do that for his armor.
It lasts for 1 minute, so
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
Just
drape him
spitballing.
in the cloak. Yeah, I mean reasonably, you know, we can say that you have the chills if anybody stops and asks, and got you bundled up.
And so now
that works.
Yeah,
Yep.
it works perfectly well, and it now looks like Archon is wearing a Holocaust robe.
And besides, if we
Wow,
do get stopped, we can
okay.
always have Mythos just flash them the missive.
I'm not flashing anybody, thank you very much.
Do you not remember the
Yeah,
Princess
no,
Bride?
there be no flashing here, boy.
Ay.
Do you not remember Princess Bride? That's what they called the giant flaming cloak they put on Andre the Giant. It was a Holocaust cloak.
Oh my god.
No, I did not. I did not make that connection.
Yes. Except that you're really short, Andre the Giant.
Inconceivable.
Exactly.
Don't be bringing up stunty nature.
But yes, you look like a...
We don't criticize you either, Longshanks.
You look you now have a robe over your armor, and you look like a very stiff wizard.
Sir, I'd appreciate if you would never refer to me like that ever again.
Well. What do we have here?
So
A
you guys,
stiff little wizard, it would seem.
make your way down. I assume you're going down Saradoon Street.
Yeah, that's the most direct route.
I'm still new to town, so if we get the OnStar going here.
The map should be up in your roll.
Yeah,
20.
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say as long as Lion Street is pretty quiet, we could pull into Lion Street and then engage.
We're starting over here, though.
Right, but I'm just trying to find a place that's out of sight to
yeah.
engage the.
Otherwise, we could go like here at the end of Delzarin, and then we could cut across the yard to the door.
You could.
I mean, the spell does mean we don't leave any footprints or trail behind. So
right.
I mean, heck, we could do it at this this corner here, and then go down. Ducking.
Let's approach from across the way and a little bit of concealment. And no, I mean this is 2 streets away, right? Like we can essentially do this now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this now, and we'll move. Hopefully, the lack of attention that we're bringing to ourselves moving doesn't draw attention.
So are we doing a mass stealth check?
Yeah. 2 streets, give me 2 checks apiece.
How dare you?
Not at the same time.
My first one.
Yeah.
My first one has advantage because of chat. Again, thank you,
plus
chat.
10.
And plus 10.
Yes.
I'll add the plus 10 in post.
So 26. I got it. That's fine.
26. I am stealth.
Yeah, you're fine.
39.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's 22.
Oh, plus 10.
Yep,
though?
that's a 22.
No, I plus the 11 on that
Oh,
roll.
you're
Oh.
not one.
Okay, that's fine. So it's a 12. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but and you're plus 1 normally. I got it. So that's a 19 for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't that one though, so
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't know if that doesn't matter. Okay.
There's no critical
Yeah.
failures on those.
Oh, first step for first. Yeah,
First-
first.
Crap.
Yeah.
Skills, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was sleight of hand. My bad.
Modifier. So I mean, you could just say
So 25.
$37, 36, excuse me.
Then what you roll
Useless is sneaky
physically.
enough for the rest of us.
I did.
Bruh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just thought it would be
okay,
funny to throw
so,
it out there.
All right. So let me
So
get
yeah,
the
we got
second roll.
26 and a 36. Yeah.
Second
Okay,
rolls
second
here.
roll. I have to turn off advantage.
Thank you for the lurk, Havo. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Please let this go well. It did not go well.
18.
Oh,
Okay.
18. Yes. Actually, that's fine.
41.
Okay.
Leo.
$20. $30.
And Leo, yours was pre plus 10, correct?
Yeah, I didn't do the
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
alteration on it.
So
that time.
20. Yeah,
so
that's kind of what I'm assuming for all of them. So 30 for Quark.
Dang, I did the worst this time.
And okay. So yeah.
Other than Arkin.
Wait, yeah, we need Arkin. Yep. So
17.
Okay. Arkin seems to be moving much more stealthy. Every once in a while you hear boop, 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 boop. Kind of like something is vibrating it's not clanking, but it's vibrating. But yeah, you guys seem to
just a little bit of friction. I'll get it. Oh, there we go. Oh, all right, I got it. All right, we're good. Keep going.
You eventually make your way down the street. It's pretty empty. You did see the watch farther down the street, but they turned down Lion Street.
All right, Mythlis, you're up.
How wide are these streets?
Can I get a ping on where we are currently?
You are currently right above the N in Sourdune Street right here.
Got it. Okay.
If you see the little green
Yeah.
shunt off the building, it doesn't really open like that. It's a sliding barn door, but
Okay.
that's where it is.
Okay.
Or sleight of hand, I roll 23 to open the lock.
Give me 1 second, because I gotta even look.
I only had to roll a 12 to hit that.
Okay, what did you roll? I'm sorry.
23.
It actually takes you a second, which you didn't think it was going to do, but it does. You do feel the tumblers finally click into place, and the fifth one clicks and it opens.
Can I open the door stealthily?
Sure. Make me a stealth check.
We're still within the
Mhm.
bubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
16 and 21 is 37.
It's a well maintained door, and so as it slides open, it makes almost no noise whatsoever.
I think
Inside.
actually what happened was Mythlis pulled a oil can out of his pocket and oiled all of the wheels and metal parts of the
If he
turret.
didn't oil the dwarf, he's not oiling the door. So,
Who says I didn't oil the dwarf?
you
The
see
dwarf?
that it is.
I mean, if he did it without my consent.
It is a beautifully
You see my sleight of
maintained,
hand?
beautifully maintained coach and clean stables. There's 4 draft horses and a jet black riding horse that seems to be the one.
Glowing hooves.
Yeah, well, they're not glowing when you're just looking at them, but you would guess about that was where the position was.
I like how you almost said they're not glowing right now.
They're not right now. It looks like to the back of the coach house, there's tack and harness for each horse, as well as bales of hay, yard tools, and it looks like.
Wave everybody in and close the door.
Okay.
Yeah, come in quietly.
I need everyone to make me a stealth check other than Methalus at this point.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, that's a 30.
Where in the hell? My roll 20 literally vanished out of existence. Okay.
All right, then.
Into the ether.
How's the 19 sound?
I mean, I'll take it.
Well, plus 10. So
I mean, it could be better than what I roll.
And then I need
I don't know your dex.
everyone to make once
Stand by.
Archon's back in, I will
gotta get
need
my-
No, you're good. Take your time.
There we go. All right.
What are we
Stealth.
needing?
Okay.
29.
Great. I
Nice.
need everyone to make a perception check now, please.
22.
6.
21.
Good, they can see things.
Perfect. You had been looking around before you beckoned everyone in, Methalus, and then you kind of stopped to, motion them in, and you close the door behind them. As you spin back around, you notice that there is a pair of cots in the northwest corner, and there is someone in one of the cots, but he doesn't seem to be moving at the moment. You also notice this Archon.
I'm going to put a hand up.
And Leo.
Like,
you notice it as well.
I'll put a hand up and point, and then to the cot for anybody who didn't notice it.
Triton's gonna make this face.
Don't worry about him. I don't think he'll wake up. Just keep moving.
Quark's a bird. He only has one face.
Bird face.
Bird face.
It's like bitter beer face, but only with more feathers.
More bird.
But he can cock his head in different manners.
I can't see in the dark. Someone open the other door and check what's going
His
on out
final
there.
form allows him to turn his head entirely around.
So I'm going to. We're not in combat, but I want everybody to
Don't you say the I word, sir.
roll initiative so that we can take stuff in order here. But don't do it yet because you need to click on your token, which I don't think we have available here. Hold on one second.
They are out over the water.
Yeah. If you
Well,
find
I
it,
also,
I've got. There's one.
excuse me.
No token.
unfortunately, I also like my thing is just crashed. Like I get no map, and so I see no tokens.
It just
I've been-
crashed?
I
No,
wonder
like,
if I can.
No matter what I do, I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling VTT. I'm using Firefox instead of Chrome,
Mhm.
etc.
Excuse me.
And I cannot get the map to render. Excuse me. Can I get the map to render in Roll20?
1 second. Stand by one. We're going to do a test here. I just have to find the map that you guys are currently on.
I can do it on my phone.
Excuse me. I'm going to do that. So did the map just change for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Map go bye
That
bye.
worked.
Yeah, don't do anything. I'm going to send you back.
I'm fighting the hags.
Yes. I'll send you back to the map of Waterdeep.
Hello, mate.
Did that work?
There's 2 quarks.
Yeah,
Nope,
we're
Waterdeep
back
doesn't
on.
exist for me.
The
There's
what?
2 quarks.
Nope, I could see I had line of sight and everything from the hag fight.
Yeah.
But Waterdeep is just a big black box.
Okay, I'm going to say a really weird thing. Have you tried scrolling with the scroll wheel down?
Yeah, I'm zoomed out to like 10%. There's no way, like, and everything in between.
It's weird
I
because
can make a second dry zone.
no, there's no thing on this map that should trigger that issue. So it's very strange. There's like no even VTT stuff here, but that's okay. We can sort this. Hold on, give me just 1 second. I need to look at something anyways. What the hell is the name of this place?
Infused.
I'm sorry, did you ask the name of the place? I believe it's called Purgatory, depending on who you ask.
No, it's Growlhund Villa.
Oh, sorry, that one.
And I'm just making sure that I have a map for you guys. Because I might not.
Lethos is feeling speedy tonight.
I thought I did. Sorry, part of the issue is I have like 90 million maps from all the stuff we had planned and have done, so it takes me a second to go through them. Hold on.
Oh dear.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if my issue, like, are you guys seeing like pings on the map?
Stand by.
I currently
Pinging Growlhund Villa.
I'm pinging everywhere in my black square.
Because that's
hold
Growlhund
on.
Villa. I don't know if you can see anything.
I saw your ping. Yeah.
That was Growlhund Villa.
Yeah, it's just a black square for me.
Okay,
Am I blind?
I'm seeing a green ping.
Is my character blind? Mark?
That's very possible. Hold on 1 second.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah, I can see the pings that everybody else is making. I'm not allowed to ping. Like I cannot make a ping.
Okay,
Who's
hold
pinging
on
outside
just
the walls?
Just 1 second.
Oh no, I'm not
No, it's
yelling at
good.
you.
I know. I'm just trying
interacting
to
with them.
this should fix this momentarily. Just give me 1 second. I need to do something here and then we'll be all good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut those. Copy. Delete. Okay, and now move down here to where you are. Paste. Oh, well, that's not quite right. There we go. And there's that. Okay, so now that I have this done, okay, so that's where we need to go. That's where you are. So I need to move you up to where we are, which is right there. Did your map change?
My map did change. It refreshed, and then now there's a few dots at the very top of it that weren't there before.
You may need to zoom out to find yourself.
Whoa.
No,
okay,
it's still a
down
big
in the
black
lower,
square for me.
Down
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
found
lower
me.
right corner.
Yeah,
I
we're
am in the
the
yeah.
Hold on,
I'm in a box of nothing.
No, we're in the stable with the
I
horses.
have visibility, but it's like Shadow of War or
Yes.
Fog of War.
It's because it's
visible.
dark vision, I believe.
Okay, all right.
Oh, great. I can't see nothing.
Stand by. Hold on. Dynamic lighting. Okay. Leo, you now have vision. You do not have dark vision. Save. You should now be able to see it, Leo.
I can see my token. That has made progress. My token exists.
I know what we need. Give me a second.
Torch.
Dryzen. Yep, I need a torch. Dryzen. Edit. You have vision. Do you have night vision?
I do not. No.
Okay, so then that's why you can't see either.
Yes.
Methalus, can you see?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Quark, you're good?
I don't think he has dark vision either.
I don't have dark vision, and I
Okay.
traded out that spell for the slot that I'm using.
You're an
now,
owl.
so-
Yeah, they
I mean,
don't
Yeah,
have
here we are.
Believe it or not, they don't have it. It's strange.
Wait, who doesn't have it?
The owl.
The owl.
Owls can't see in the dark.
Well, I mean, it's the
We've been lied to.
Eric Cochran, right? Yeah, the owlkin can, but there were disadvantages to me converting to an owlkin. So
Okay.
Oh.
So stay here, which you don't have a choice because I'm not dragging you somewhere else. And I'll go get a torch and bring it in there. Start.
Why weren't these just available at the front desk?
I'm going to talk to the manager. You should have provided a torch at every single opportunity. You guys are right
Expect
there.
them to be available like toothpicks.
I heard this was a Michelin-starred establishment, and yet there are no torches. Now can you see?
Hey, you fixed my roll
Hello.
20.
Hey.
Like my old friend.
Okay, so this is a dumb map. I just noticed. Hold on. I need to fix this so that it matches what we were talking about a moment ago.
The sleepy man.
Yes, the
How do
sleeping
you stand
man.
on half spots again?
What?
How do you stand on half spots again? Like on the line
Alt.
rather than
Hold Alt and
That's what I
drag.
thought.
Okay, there we go. I think you can see everything up there now, pretty much, including the guy that's sleeping.
I can't, but that's probably just the torch thing. So I'm just relying on them to tell me what's going on anyway. So.
I don't
No,
see
the
anybody
the
sleeping.
torch is there.
Yeah, but there's a
we
bunch of
can move the-
walls
we can
blocking
move the
stuff.
torch.
I've got like triangles through the horses and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you have
Hold on.
like your walls are casting shadows that are permanent. I think they're based on movement, so also you probably know this, but there is a
Oh, the
way-
stable walls.
yeah, the stable walls between the horses have
Yes,
hard walls.
they don't now.
Ah, there we go. Now I can see.
Can you see
Oh,
up into
Oh,
the
and there's
top
the-
left?
there's my future horse.
Bold words.
Oh, I see why you can't see him.
He's not there.
He is. Stand by one. There. Now you should be able to see him.
There he is.
No, there he is.
Yeah.
Sleeping man.
Yeah, he was kind of blending in there.
How
Okay.
much extra damage do we get for stabbing sleeping men?
Wow.
Critical
Joking.
damage on sleeping people, right?
Lad has a valid question.
I mean, yes, but it's not that type of game. But
It's
yes.
an automatic
not
crit.
that kind of game.
Yeah, it's an automatic crit.
Yeah, if they're incapacitated because they're sleeping, it's an automatic crit.
I know where I came from, but I'm not beholden to all those beliefs anymore.
What a dreadful loss.
Give me just a moment.
I mean, they were more like guidelines than actual rules, you know?
No, those were rules, I do believe.
Eh.
Far be it from me to judge somebody else's actions.
I'm going to cast message and point towards Dryzen and in a very shallow whisper say to him, can your acid meld a door and a wall together?
DM?
I mean, just as an FYI, there is a big window and you can see him in there. So it's not like, and by window, I don't mean pane of glass. I mean like a cutout in the wall.
A cutout in the wall.
So you could do
You
that.
can ignore this message.
It would take a while. More time than we probably got.
Stand down. Command rescinded.
I'm assuming the door to the west of us goes into the courtyard.
That is correct from what Leo has said.
We still need initiative if everybody would like to.
Oh,
roll
yes.
it.
Yes, please.
I
Oh,
rolled
wait.
initiative.
Wait.
Yeah, you gotta
Hold
do
on,
it
hold
again,
on,
'cause
hold
he
on.
cleared
Hold
out
on.
the turn order.
Because I got a bunch of extra people in here. Hold on. I got to kill everybody in here. How do I do that?
Kill everybody.
Yeah. Delete. No.
Sounds like an Arkham kind of thing.
I mean, it's not that indiscriminate.
How do I get you guys out of here?
Got to have some moral compass, even if it doesn't always point north.
Okay, there we go. Now we're good to go.
What even is moral north anyway?
Oh, it's towards the top of the map.
More like guidelines, like I said. Loose translation.
So remember, before you roll initiative, you have to click onto your token and make it active.
Held on was so much better.
So we're doing it. We're doing it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're rolling initiative again.
Yes.
24 to a 9. Yikes.
25 to a 6.
Again, this is not actual initiative. I just want some kind of turn
I
order
know.
for you guys.
I know.
This is funny.
We're just being sassy.
Well, I mean, y'all just keep talking. Get on my level with 5.
Okay.
Going hard in the paint
So,
over here.
Leo, what are you doing first?
I'm gonna get my hand up into the air and just do like a lasso group form and move and just try to like point to lead us across the courtyard.
Is this door locked?
You can check it on your turn. Dryzen.
I'm gonna get like behind Meathless.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna wait for the people who can see in the dark to go peek their head out the door.
Okay. Quark. He's maybe mute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, same, just grouping up.
Okay. And then Meathless, it is not locked.
Open it and take a peek. Stealthily.
Well, roll me stealth.
$31.
31.
Yeah.
The door actually subtracts sound from the world.
That's right. Give me 1 second here. I need to go there. And I need to get that. There you go. from your vantage point there, that is what you can see. Oh, and I need to change the, I'm going to put the torch right outside. So that's the total illumination you get.
I could see anyway, but
I need to change the, the streams.
Map.
Yeah, why is it on that map? Oh, there it goes. Refresh. That's very strange. The screen's still showing the old map.
Yep. I'm assuming this is just the courtyard I see out here.
Oh, I see why. Hold on. Yeah, just courtyard. My brain's not working. There we go. There we go.
I have to head northwest to get to the front door or the side door, or
I think you have to head directly west to get to the side door, essentially. If you head north, that's going to be like the entrance towards, like, north would be the main gate. But there's a door on the south end of the building, if I recall correctly.
Doing this.
Oh, I grabbed the torch, my bad. It's not what I meant to do.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having some issues here. Give me 1 second. No. That's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's just kill that then. Sorry, the streams Roll20 has crashed. So give me 1 second. Close window. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's not going to work at all, is it? Sorry, I'm finally seeing what you're seeing here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to copy the torches here, which is fair. You guys don't have any way to see. So yes, you are kind of letting the other people lead you, but I'm going to actually illuminate where you're standing just for simplicity's sake. This bug is mean. What's up, Siuni? Welcome in. Where? There we go. Okay. Almost there. Sorry. This is more problematic than I expected it to be. Copy, paste. There you go. Can you guys see in that room now?
Mhm.
Why does it not look like it's changed at all?
Changed for me.
Yeah, same. I can actually see the
Oh,
horses
there we go.
again.
For some reason, if I don't actually click on the screen, it doesn't update, which is frustrating.
Weird.
Interesting.
So yes, that's where you guys are. Okay, great. Maybe
Except for
what I'll-
Meathless, who has wandered off into the darkness.
Correct. I think
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I think what I might do is actually give the
Oh, Meathless,
well,
the
maybe I won't.
circle.
Okay,
I
let's
moved
try
30
this.
feet.
There we go. Dynamic lighting. Give it night vision. I'd just say don't use the stream to cheat if you don't have a dark vision. Look at this map.
I mean, functionally, like since we're still not in combat, right? Can
Right.
we presume that those of us who do not have dark vision are like following very closely to the people that do as they move? Right?
Correct.
Like
that is the assumption that I have made up
Okay.
until this point.
Good.
Now, I think you only have one person. Do you have night vision, Archon?
I do, yes, sir. Dark
Okay.
vision.
Okay, dark vision, good deal. Perfect. So yeah, that is what will need to happen. Meathless, you make it to there, and again, it's not updating.
Quietly.
Okay, that's fine. It's close enough for government work. Okay, so you make it to there. What was your last stealth roll?
31. 32, excuse me.
Okay. I just need to check something here real quick. Stop. Lay down.
Don't speak to me like that on the broadcast, sir.
I mean, if you just lay down, everything would be fine. He's growling at nothing.
Now is not the time, sir.
It's my favorite part of the day when he finds something to growl at. Are we growling at the light switch today? Is that what's going on? Okay, I need to go there. I need to go there.
Dad, I was looking at you funny.
I'm gonna have to reload my D20, my roll 20, because I can't click on anything.
Yay, technology.
It's my favorite. I mean,
They
it's
keep
still
telling us that computers are getting faster.
it's the people that are getting slower,
That's right.
and I am the people. Okay, great. So now, will you let me change layers? Yes, you will. So now, I need to know. Okay, not that. I need to know what this is. So it's a +0. Okay, great. So there's no. That's what I want to know. Okay, great, perfect. Okay, yes, you make it over there. That was Meathless's turn. That means Archon, it is now your turn. Archon.
All right.
And I'll be right back.
These count as 5-foot squares.
Yes, those are 5-foot squares.
What are your rules on diagonal movement?
It's 5-foot square.
Okay.
You have to calculate the square root of 2 each time.
That's right.
Somebody get him out of here. So 25.
And the gaggle of people who cannot see in the dark. Oh, wait. You can see in the dark, can't you?
Arkin can.
Dryzen?
Archon can, yeah.
No.
I don't believe so. I don't believe I have dark vision.
Okay, so then the three of you need to move with him.
Yeah, we're presuming that we're also moving as a block.
Yeah,
right?
moving collectively.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Where would that be under if I did have it?
I see.
Yeah, I don't see it. Never mind. I think I found it'd be under there. Features and traits, and it's not there. So.
Yeah.
There. Okay. At this point, I want everyone to make another stealth check, please.
20.
17. Okay. 26. A 29. And a 14.
Why did we pad his armor again? Why did we do this?
Well, he's just taking the first of the two, the higher of the two.
Well, yeah,
he has advantage.
I get it, but still, both every single
Both
one
of
of
them
them,
are.
both of his rolls have been.
There wasn't much advantage there. Right?
I think
Yeah,
one of
he
them
is,
made a difference, right? Yeah, there was
Yeah.
there was a 1910 was a split on one, or a 15-3 was a split on one.
Yeah,
So
he's getting.
of course,
stuff
it was
on
the one
It's-
walking out the front door, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, with as dodgy as he was looking, that's probably for the best.
Okay.
Dodgy,
Uh-oh.
sir. I resemble those remarks.
You do.
Sir, you are heavily padded with crooked-looking leathers and wool sticking out of you
As
in
he
a
is
cloak.
as he is walking, as he is walking across the courtyard, and he gets to where he is currently, you do hear as he comes to a stop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's like a bullfrog hidden in there somewhere.
Bro, do I have like a subwoofer in here? You like telling me that my big old bag of Bring It is like just vibrating?
You are,
boom,
yes,
boom,
you are,
boom,
you are
boom,
the
boom?
subwoofer.
Oh.
Let's just hope he doesn't start going dubstep on us.
All the kick drum, double kick drums.
Okay, great, Leo. It is your go again, and I will be super right back. I just need to close the shade or the. Curtain.
I'm concerned with
I thought he was
Arkin's.
gonna go sell the dog.
No, just gotta.
I'm concerned with Arkin's 14 to the 15 that Mark rolled. I am.
Wait a minute,
weakest
it's group-
for-
it's
Hold on,
group
I have a
stealth.
solution for
We
this.
just
Wait,
have
wait,
to.
No, I have a solution for this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Check chat.
But we are group stealth, so yeah, enough of us pass well enough. I mean, Mythilus is like super stealthy.
Is that a legitimate tactic here?
I don't think so. I don't think he'll allow it, but that's all right.
Shank the noob is just renewed. Make the DM re-roll.
He is sitting on like a lot of points.
I am currently sitting at
It's
exactly
better.
100,000.
It's better.
Oh no!
Do we need to get into a bidding war here, sir?
I mean, only until you're happy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hold on just a second. Let me get it. Let me see how deep my pockets are. Hey, there we go.
Nailed it.
Okay.
I don't think he would have allowed it if it hadn't been a fail in the first place, but it was worth it. He used the
Oh,
points.
I will stand by my channel points. That's fine.
Okay.
I
Well, in that
appreciate you,
case, Lou gets card advantage.
I don't believe we can ban an action for the GM.
Yeah, no, you can't ban an action for this. That's non-TTRPG shows anyway.
No, I mean,
the
I'm
rest
blind.
of the
I'm just
night you cannot roll
following
any
Meathless.
successes.
Yeah, I'm blind. I'm following Meathless.
I don't mind you guys giving yourself card advantage as long as it's only once per game.
Mm.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
So
I'm blind. I got my hand on Meathless's coattails, following him through the dark.
I'm holding the back of Arkin's cloak like like you grab the back of someone's hoodie as they're trying to drive through a crowd at a concert.
Meathless, Arkin, and that's it. The two of you, I need you to make me perception checks. And I believe it's at
is this like a no moon
15
night?
plus 4 is 19.
I believe it is at disadvantage because you are using night vision for this.
No, 18 plus 4 is 22.
I
So
don't
it's
have-
19 or 22.
19.
I don't have disadvantage.
Oh, with dark vision, you shouldn't have disadvantage. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
I thought when you use dark vision, you are at disadvantage for perception checks.
Let's see. Across on the life underground, you have superior vision in dark and dim conditions. You can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of gray. Sorry. There we go. That would have been easier.
So if it what I'm
Okay.
seeming to
You
find,
don't
if it's-
you don't specifically make it because you have whatever the superior dark vision is. Normal dark vision, if it's equivalent of dim light, then it's disadvantage. So normal dark vision gets you a disadvantage on all checks where you're actually relying on the dark vision to see something. Yeah, so where it says you can see in dim light within 60 feet, that means that it's at disadvantage.
Wait. I'm not sure we're reading that the same way. It says you can see in dim light within 60 feet of you as if it were bright light.
And in darkness, which it is outside right now, as if it were
dim light. As if
it
it
were
were
dim light, which means you get disadvantage on the perception check. So if it was dim light, you would not get disadvantage because it is as if it is bright light.
But because it's darkness.
Because
So
it's
just-
darkness.
it's basically reducing the disadvantage by one step.
Correct.
So in dim light, I'm still fine, but once you go to darkness, I'm at disadvantage.
Correct.
Got
You
it.
got it.
Rather than blind.
Right. Like the other three that are following you.
3 blind mice.
Okay, so that answers my question anyways, so that's perfect. Okay, great. Great. So Leo, what are you doing?
Following on the coattails of Meathless.
Okay. Dryzen, anything you doing besides riding the concert?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Archon. I'm going to get it right eventually.
Just remember it like Archon, like the title.
Yeah, it for some reason I don't
Archon.
see the H. It should be. I should know it's Archon because it's like con, but yes, exactly.
Okay, so am I seeing your doodles here correctly as this is a door?
That is a door.
This
and
is
that
a
is
door.
a door. Yep.
Okay. Are there any other cutouts of windows with like lamps or anything like that burning in them? Indications that people might still be up, moving around, guard movements, etc.
No.
Nothing. Awesome.
Let me look. Hold on one second. Let me look at the description of something real quick. real quick. Right, so that's gone because I refreshed it. Yay. Hold on one second. I got to find my notes for this again. Whenever I reload it, it closes all my external notes that I had open. Bless you. Okay, so that is there. That is... Wait, what am I not seeing here? Hold on. Excuse me. I will say that the north door looks wider than most doors when you glance at it. I'm looking at what this other one is.
Are we width shaming the doors there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will say to the west, there is a small window. It's kind of high. And what was your
That's
last
not a door?
No. There's a door here. The door is like in the where those two walls meet on the north side, right there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's a window here that is higher up, like an accent window. Not
Or like
a
privacy window.
It's not like a
Climb through window.
right. But what I want you to do, Arkin, is make me a perception check. This is a difference. You're looking at something else now, so. And it's okay.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that
20.
There's stuff behind it, but you can't tell in the darkness.
Now you understand why I decided to start rolling my own.
So yeah. So this one's a little wider, and this one's pretty normal.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15.
Are you going to open it?
20. No, but I am going to step up to it and listen.
Make me another perception check.
All right. Well, I guess since I'm doing this on my own now.
Listening is not at disadvantage, so you're good there.
Oh, good God.
No, I meant physically rolling dice.
Yeah, you listen, you don't hear any movement or much of anything behind the door.
All right. I am going to push it open a crack. Is there a light or anything inside? Movement.
That's a
now
great
that
question.
I actually have the door open.
That is a great question. The answer is that. Nope, not that. Hold on. I have lost my pop out. Hold on. There it is. Okay. No, as a matter of fact, there is no light coming from this area. You can make out from what you can see through the door that there are it looks like bunk beds and foot lockers.
Okay.
It
This is probably a barracks of some description.
Yeah. And at first glance, it looks like there's definitely more than 5 bunk beds, which would mean over 10 guards or infantry or something along those lines.
Okay. I am going to slowly shut that door.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Oh, good God. Well, here goes the neighborhood. I'll take that 18.
Yeah, it's a 28. You slowly close the door. I'm not gonna redraw the door. It's too much work.
Apparently,
right,
he can be cautious, folks.
See, and then I'm gonna take my last 5 feet to move there.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
And then the coattail crew follows.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So put yourselves where you want to be at the end of that movement, either with
Okay,
me.
so that's the second movement then, since I've only had one.
Right. It's your turn right now.
15, 20, 25. At the door. Perception. Dun, dun, dun. 13 plus 4 is 17. For listening at the door.
You don't hear anything.
All right. Can I open the door quietly?
Make me a stealth check.
15 plus 21 is 36.
Sure. So you open the door?
That's just barely stealthy, sir.
Yeah, just barely. There we go. Hold on 1 second. Inside this, as you open the door, you see that it is a kitchen.
Lights are all out, I assume?
It's stocked with cookware and utensils. There's a large fireplace. No, it's not a dining room. I mean,
It's just a kitchen.
yeah, it's just a kitchen.
Okay. I'll take a step in.
Still just a kitchen.
That was my turn. That's 30 feet.
Okay. Leo, yep, they're perfect. You doing anything else?
I'm on coattail. So like, there's 0 light whatsoever in this room, right?
0 light.
Yeah. Then I'm getting dragged along.
Okay. I am, speaking of dragged along, this needs to go here. Let's see if I can edit this the way I wanted to now. Perfect. Since there's not much of anything in there, I don't mind moving the torch in there so you guys can see a little bit. You should be able to see through the door and the part of the courtyard you've explored still, I believe. And I need to move the stream. Huh. That other torch doesn't seem to be working, does it?
It depends on where you're standing.
Off with its head.
Working for those of us that are out there, so I think it's just the fact that the walls in your line of sight.
Okay. Okay, great. I bet that fixes it. Yeah, that fixes it. Okay, great. That was Leo Dryzen.
I guess I'll just ride Archon's coattails.
Okay. Then Cork, anything extra you're doing?
Nah, just listening really hard.
Sounds good. Meathless.
And that door just north of me. Perception check. 3 plus 4 is 7. No, 4 plus 4, 8.
You're pretty sure you don't hear anything.
Can I stealthily try to open it?
Sure.
There we go. 17 and 21 is 38.
You successfully open the door.
Whoa, map. Don't go crazy on me now. Ready?
Okay. And I need to look at something. Hold on.
So don't move in there?
Don't move. Well, you can move into there if you want, actually. Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 15, 20, 20.
Okay. As you get there and take a good look around, where you're standing, you can see that there's a door directly to the west of you, and to the south, there's a staircase leading up.
There's a door over here?
Yeah, it's just to the west of you. Like literally right there. It may be hard for you to see because you're in it. You're partially in it. I'm gonna move. Oop.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. You're right. Not bad.
Yeah, no problem. But more importantly is the stuff you saw as you moved through the room and are now taking a look back at it. So I'm going to whisper you. So give me just 1 second.
Oh, my bad. Should I have?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Did I just run through a dangerous room full of rust monsters?
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
I quit.
I would have actually stopped you before that.
I'm shredding my character sheet.
Actually, I don't really have any metal. I don't wear armor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. No, you stopped actually in the perfect spot.
For you or for me?
Yes. Oh, okay. Why did I? Huh. I will say that there are times that the editing team for this stuff makes stupid mistakes that make me make stupid mistakes. I typed all this stuff out and now I have to change it. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. And it's a laundry room. So it's got like scrub buckets, wash basins, soap, mops, chamber pots, and then the other thing that I whispered to you. Yes. From your vantage point?
That's at the top of the stairs?
No.
That's in the room.
It's midway up the stairs.
Oh, midway up the stairs.
Yeah, on the staircase.
All right. Whisper back to Leo.
Are you magically whispering to Leo?
Message
Okay.
spell, excuse me.
Got it.
Message back to Leo. This is a laundry room. I am standing at the top of a flight of stairs and halfway down.
You're standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs and halfway up. There appears to be a dead body. Looks like she was part of the help. And she didn't get that way on her own.
And a reply. Got it. I'll pass it along. And I'm going to start, whispering into the wire in my hand to start messaging back to Archon to tell him to, be extra leery. It seems that there's already death about the property.
Murder has been
It's already been brought in. Archon.
Phallus type. Why would you murder a maid?
And I'm going to message back
There's
to
skullduggery afoot.
I'll message back to Methelus. Check the temperature as we go by.
Well, I can either go upstairs or I can go through this door at the foot of the stairs. Do I go looking for trouble? Which would seem to be up the stairs since the body is halfway down.
Against automatons upstairs. Our true goal, though, is the Stone of Galore.
Excuse me.
Okay, well, I've hit 25, 10, 15, 20 feet. I've got 10 more feet of movement, so I will listen at the door for empty sounds.
Okay.
With a 14. Don't know if I hear anything with that, but
Oh, hold on one second.
my. You humans live such short lives as it is.
Oh, wow. Wow, they are really not good. Oh, I see. Okay. Never mind. Okay. You hear something. It's
Up the stairs or through the door?
No, through the door. It's hard to make out exactly what it is. It might be something scuffing or moving. It might be. Yeah, it's really hard to tell, but you hear something through the door.
A thump, a tap, a slide,
Yeah. Maybe a clank. Maybe, but it might be a scuff, a slide. Like I said, it's a pretty thick, ornate door. It's really hard to make out with the roll that you had.
Message back. I believe I hear something, unable to tell what, on the other side of this ornate door.
Above table, did Archon relay the information to us about that room? Did we ever?
No. He opened it and then closed it and moved on.
I don't have the ability to
to get the
message.
information across to us. I know.
Yeah.
Also, it is your go, Archon.
Oh, I apologize.
No, you're good.
And did he say that room continued on? The laundry room?
You were only told by Leo that
was
there
told
was
by
a
Leo.
body up ahead.
and that I am danger close.
Oh, well, I will at least get up here.
You can move through your own teammates, by the way.
Okay.
It's not
So,
like that. So, yeah, feel free.
all right. I didn't know if collision detection was turned on or not.
No. Even if it was, you just bump Leo into the atmosphere.
Did I disappear from the stream?
Yes.
You did, yes.
How weird.
You should have that looked at, sir.
You have no video.
Yeah, it looks like you turned your video off. There's your bright, shining face. Also, what's up, No Novocaine? Welcome in.
So where are we? Is Archon moving forward? Are you catching up with Methalus?
Yeah, what are you
Oh,
doing?
I apologize. I thought Mark was looking something up. Is this door open here?
Yes, it is.
What is in this room?
That is a laundry room.
I can't see illumination in here, but I should just essentially be on.
Mythalos is up there. Oh, okay.
Yes, that is the direction that he walked.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was here. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, and the people hanging on your coattails literally go with you.
Don't mind my torch.
I look back.
I keep my dark vision in an unilluminated torch sometimes.
I look back, signal for quiet, and point to the dead body up the stairs, and also try to indicate to Arkham that there is noise on the other side of this door. I can't be sure what it is, but I know there is something.
Do I hear what he's referencing? Like, can I hear sound?
Just the faintest trace of it. If your ear is not to the door.
Enough to confirm what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only person who would be able to see the body from where you guys are right now would be Leo, except he's not seeing much of anything.
Oh, that's Leo. I didn't realize that wasn't. I'm zoomed out quite a bit, apparently.
Gotcha.
My bad.
No, you're fine.
Divine sense.
Can you hit the button for me so that it's in chat? Oh, okay, great. That's very specific. No. Is that an action? I think it is. Yeah, as an action. Yeah. You reach out to see if there's anything of that level here, and you do not sense anything like that.
Okay. All right, I'll hold my position here and signal to those on my coattails to hold position.
Okay. And we're back to you, Methalus. Unless I'm just kind of skipping the people who can't see, unless you have something specific you want to do, which I'll ask now. Otherwise, it'll be Methalus's turn again.
I would like to pull out my crossbow and prepare it.
Okay.
Hope you've been working on that muscle memory.
That'll be real interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to be prepared to draw my sword.
Okay. Done.
Wizard with a sword.
Yep.
Fancy.
I've got a sword. I've had a sword.
So Beatles, you're up.
Well, I
Or
will
Asia,
stealthily.
Asia, if you prefer.
I will stealthily try to open the door and see what's behind it.
Give me that stealth check.
All right, 16 plus 21 is 37.
Okay. You open the door. Those of you that can't see anything don't hear anything. Give me 1 second. I want to check one thing.
Carrying that bacon grease with me.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing every single hinge I can see.
Excuse me. Wow. Okay, great. That tells me exactly what I want to know. I will do this. Okay. Now, do you see what I see?
A song rising. Do I see it? I see there's something. I see half of something anyway from where I'm standing.
Okay. So that's what you see. A little hard to make out from where you are because of the lack of light, but you see something. And to the west, it looks like there's a wide staircase leading up. And now that you have opened the door, you can hear the sound of fighting coming from due west. The other thing that you see near the thing you see, looks like there are the floor here is strewn with bodies.
Okay. I'm going to lean back and say, it is a slaughterhouse in there. I know there's one thing still alive. It sounds like there's fighting further west.
Are you straight up saying that?
No, I can message that.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's why I'm asking.
I can whisper. I'll whisper it to Arkham. I'm not going to waste a whole. I lean back and whisper to Arkham. It's a slaughterhouse in there. There's at least one thing, and it definitely has the sounds of fighting coming further west. There's a grand staircase heading up, and I believe that's where the fighting's coming from.
They probably don't want us to interrupt them.
That's not where I thought that was going, but all right.
You have definitely left everything behind from a paladin.
You have no idea, sir.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna actually do some stuff here because.
Actually, wait a minute. I gotta look at something. Hold on.
These guys cannot see in the dark, so there must be light sources in here.
Can I tell what it is now?
I don't know. Can you tell what it is?
You lit it up. I can't see what it is. It's on my screen. But it doesn't... I can't highlight it. I don't know. No, I can't tell from the little tiny icon what it is.
Well, zoom in.
Oh. It's a fighter. Male. appear to be human.
And he's holding a bloody mace. And you see that there are indeed two iron chandeliers hanging from the dark mahogany ceiling above a long dining table carved from red archwood. There's a bunch of chairs surrounding the table and a particularly tall and elaborate chair at each end. As you're glancing in there, you can also see that lining the wood paneled walls are tapestries and locked wooden cabinets that contain fine dishes, silverware, candlesticks. Where is that?
Did we think these nobles were in on it, or are we pretty sure that the Zentarum or whatever have taken them?
I don't know.
From the fighting inside, I would assume that the nobles weren't in on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys decided on that beforehand.
We were of the impression that the Grolhans were
Part of the problem.
Yeah, we're part of the problem. We're willfully participating in the retrieval of the stone, and I think we even came up with a theory that it was the Grolhans that had the goal to get the horde themselves, right?
And at something.
Well, Arkham, you ready to swing that axe?
It's a hammer, but aye.
My bad. I couldn't tell.
It's a little dim in here.
Mm. Yeah. Well, now that he's opened the door, it's brighter. You can actually see again from the light flooding in from the other room. So with that is where we're going to leave off for tonight, and we will start with this next week.
He wants to stab somebody. He's going to get a surprise action.
Yeah, but if we start stabbing now, we won't be done for like another hour. So, yeah. I mean,
I want my money back.
Okay, file
two of them.
Okay, I'll bring those.
Why don't you just stab him just a little bit? A little stab.
Just the two. There's only two of them here.
I can't split his skull just once. Just once. One teeny tiny.
Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight, for lurking, for chatting, for redeeming stuff, for being awesome in general. We will be back maybe tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific. If not, I'll be in a hair dyeing party. I just work here. I don't make the rules. And we'll be back on Wednesday at 4:45 p.m. Pacific, 6:45 Central, 7:45 Eastern for AEW Dynamite live reactions and reviews. Let's see who is on. That is available right now. Let me actually do a couple things here real quick. Comments, questions, things I can answer from tonight's session for the menagerie.
We leveled up, correct?
No, no, that's not going to happen for the rest of this game. Probably.
Yeah, for the rest of this campaign.
Yeah, for the rest of this game.
We're perpetually level 5.
Yep.
We'll never.
Okay, I quit.
No, I mean there will be level up opportunities, just not in the rest of this. Like legitimately,
Not in the middle of this fight. No, he was.
Yeah. But yeah,
I was informed that everybody here would get a trophy.
Yeah. I will send that PNG out to you soon. Great. All right. So then let me see. You know what? I know exactly who we're going to raid. Let me make sure she's actually on though. Because I've had this problem like a couple times over the last couple days where it shows me somebody's on. And then when I go to raid them, they're actually not. Okay. She is indeed on. She is a mostly family-friendly streamer. She's a PNG tuber, and she's super cute, super nice. Her name is Araya EBNG. She is a good friend of the channel. She supports us all the time. So we're going to raid out over to her. Oriah, EBNG. And we'll do that here in a minute after we do our closing stuff. Until next time, as always, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you guys for playing. And we'll be back next week. Until then, be excellent to each other. And of course, game on.
Game on.
Game on.
I need you closer than ever, ever than before. My life is wasted if I can't spend it all with you. I've lived in total darkness, now you're my only light. When you're away, I feel like a shadow in the night. Hold me, and look into my eyes. You'll be staying always by my side. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me until the end of time. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go. No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me until the end of time.
You're watching HMS.